Going, everybody.
Really good. Really good.
So, two new faces, two new kindred, one monumental night. Tonight's episode 9, The Man Who Sold the World. A little bit of housekeeping before we begin. First thing I want to say is all episodes are live on youtube.com/outofordershow, all season 1. So go check it out if you want to catch up with the Chronicle. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting that channel. Secondly, this is going to be a doozy. It's going to be a little bit of a long one, and we had to start early. So if you're watching on Twitch and you're expecting, oh wait, don't we usually play at 4? I'm going to be doing a replay of this at 4 o'clock. So those of you watching on Twitch, if you normally check it out on 4, it's going to be replayed at 4. So there's no more confusion but the scheduling. And finally, 4 more episodes. 4 more episodes until season 2 is wrapped up. I will tell the cast right now that the next letter of the title begins with an E.
Well, okay, so that tells us what it is.
That's so. You think. You believe. You believe that that's what it is.
Is there another 3 letters you could put after coat that spells something that makes sense?
I don't know. But unfortunately, Vic, player Tony, he had some real life stuff come up, so he might show up later on in the game. I'm not entirely sure, but we will move on. So, we begin the episode with Reggie. You and Belliana are at the Haven, or at the new court. Nobody has arrived yet. She is very panicky. She is like, okay, is this gonna be good? I'm not sure if this is good. Is this, I haven't been to court in a very long time. Court was very different when I was younger. Oh God. Is the art fine? Is my art too melodramatic? Is it a little bit sinister? I don't know if it's sinister. Is it too sinister? It's
fine. It's called Gothic chic. It's perfect. It's in. It's like the ultimate fall art.
The power that she, resonated, it's still lingering. It's been about 2 nights since your, storytelling, Archibald explaining,
Yeah.
So she still looks very lifelike. She doesn't have like open sores, or, her eye isn't like, glossed over like a corpse. She actually looks kind of vampirish, but she's still dead looking. And for the most part, everything is up to spec. Stewart is in the next room, basically watching all the cameras, making sure that the drone is active, basically just on high alert. He's like, everything looks okay. Who are you going, do you have like any, you just hire mortals, right? Are there's going to be any mortal like servants here?
Not inside.
Not inside? Okay. So do you have anybody doing anything in particular? Like any security that you want?
Yeah, outside there'll be metal detectors and security guards doing pat-downs for anyone who looks suspicious. Okay. Although most of the vampires will be coming in the back.
Okay.
Anyway, but it's, public appearances thing.
Public appearances thing. So I will begin with Olivia. You arrive with Amelia. She's the keeper, but this is you. She drives, she has a driver. His name is Rupert. He's very cheeky. He's very like nosy. He's a ghoul. Essentially, this is a creature that is fed vampire blood. It's a mortal servant. He's very mouthy. Like he always is. When Amelia gives directions to him, he's like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. And so, pretty much you've been staying at her very, very upscale house. It's in a private country club area of the northeast side of Bakersfield. So everything is accommodating to you. She's not antiquated when it comes to like modern services like internet and, you know, using delivery apps. But she does pretty much keep to herself. She locks herself in her library and she takes care of her plants. And if you try to help her with her plants, she gets very, very upset. She's a terrible hostess in the sense that she doesn't like greet you and she doesn't like sit you down and have conversations. She just treats you like a fucking adult that is just staying here because this Second Inquisition's pretty much destroyed everything that you know and love. So she's like, you're here, I'll protect you, but I'm not going to be your emotional support. I'm dealing with my own shit right now. And her own shit, you can hear her like wailing in the night. She will like start screaming and yelling and start throwing things in her home. She's not full-blown psychotic, but she's definitely gotten violent in the past few nights that you've been staying with her. But then the next night she will clean it all up. She will make sure everything is proper. She will reorder everything on Amazon to be delivered and she will fix everything. But she's obsessive compulsive. Like, she just can't let her home be in any disarray, even though she is constantly destroying her own shit. So you are walking in with her. It's a very recently you've noticed that the major landmarks here in the city of Bakersfield have been swarmed with the homeless. And so with this particular building, it's right next to a park and a federal building. But the last few weeks, the homeless population has dwindled completely. Almost like they just disappeared overnight. There are a few homeless that kind of hang around, especially near the canal that kind of weaves through the park near this like really tranquil, really new aesthetic. The Bakersfield Art Museum has done a total revamp. New coloring, new plants have been put in. You see like this really nice garden that looks, everything has been overturned. Really rare succulents and things that are drought resistant. And then there's a koi pond, and that's where you guys are entering from. There's like a back entrance where the garden area is. And, you know, she tells you, do not be worried. Everything is fine here. This is not like the big city. You came from Portland, yes? Oui?
Yes, Portland.
Yes. So, you know, do not worry about anything at all. If you hear ramblings of certain things, it's just piss posh. It's not your concern. It's not your concern at all. You don't need to tell other clansmates or Arbuckle anything. All right, you're here because I'm here to protect you, and you know, you need to be acknowledged. You can't stay here unless the prince acknowledges you. I do not know how they did in Portland, but our prince, our excellency, he is kind of as they say, a stickler to the traditions of our own kind. So, I will make way for you. There is no need for you to. There's no blood tax. I'm pretty sure you will blend in the background like I do.
One can hope.
Exactly. I do have to warn you about one thing, however. and it is my fault. So I invited these things into our home, into our sanctuary.
Love you too, Amelia.
You have not seen anything like them. In fact, it will seem strange and unusual, and possibly even frighten you to the core. They will not harm you, but just know that it is common ground now. What they do. And what they do is unholy.
Well, I'm sure whatever is going on there will be perfectly fine in my standards.
If you say so. If you say so. And then all of a sudden you just hear like this motorcycle, this revving, just loudest motorcycle you've ever heard, just like pull up in the back. Go ahead and describe your character deck.
Long brown hair, nicely trimmed beard for the most part. Actually, this is gonna be court, so I'd be wearing something from Wyatt's closet.
Okay. So you have like a button up.
Yeah, something like that. Sure. A nice coat, something, I don't know. Jeans, boots.
And with him is a girl that's riding on the back end. Very gorgeous. In fact, let me just go ahead and show you. Oh, this is Amelia Czar, by the way. This is the NPC that you have been speaking with. She's very French. She's Basque French. And then the girl that is riding with Deck is this lovely specimen. Her hair is very shiny. It is almost very mystical-like. It is hard to... It kind of maybe sort of a violation of the Masquerade. The Masquerade being this like unkept rule that vampires have to keep a secret that they are vampires. So when you look at that, you're like, oh, that's really unique, but could also pose a threat. You see Zahar Deck and with the new face. And then Joy's like, who's the new girl?
No clue.
Is this what what's his face was talking about, the refugees?
Maybe.
Maybe? Okay. Well, let's be polite, I guess.
Yeah.
So
How do I look?
you look fine. I mean, fine as in I want to eat you up, but you know, you're kind of a square. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll take it. I take the sword off my bike and start heading in.
Okay. Hello! Hi, how's it going?
Hey.
And then you see Amelia, she's like, hello, Deck.
Amelia.
This isn't Elysium, but I expect Reginald to uphold the tendencies of court and sanctuary and all that.
That's something you'll have to talk to him about.
Huh.
I don't know anything about his dealings.
All right. Oh, I'm so rude. This is Olivia. She is from out of town. This is Deck. He is a veteran of these parts.
It's very nice to meet you, Deck. Olivia.
Pleasure.
And accompanied by him is Joy Shadow Moon. She is an oath breaker. That's from what I remember. And she's like, yeah, that's not really how you introduce. My name's Joy Shadow Moon. She reaches out her hand, tries to shake your hand.
It's nice to meet you. I take her hand and shake it very politely.
And she's like, I'm a vegan. I study a lot of animal science. If if you ever, what do you do? I'm sorry, I'm not really used to this court situation thing. I don't usually attend these sort of functions very often. So, do we trade like business cards, or do we? I mean,
This is my first time at court too, so
oh,
perhaps business cards. I'm not entirely familiar with the customs of this court.
okay. Well, I'm I'm just simple gal. So no need. If you need something, um, just let me know. You can hear.
Thank you.
And then Deck here, he kind of like noogies his head a little bit. Deck here, he's a sweetheart. Don't be afraid of him. He's just a big pussy cat inside. But he keeps very loud company. So you'll see him a lot if you stick around. All right, let's go. Let's go. And she just like walks ahead of you, Deck. Like she had no idea how to like. She was way more embarrassed by that exchange than it appears.
I follow.
So inside, you see Luna just kind of like, hey, I'm not gonna lie. This Stewart guy really has this shit on lockdown. Do you think if it was like the old ways, Reggie, you think we'd have won against Sabat? I mean, they had Envy, they had Donna Marie, they had Belliana. Like, were we ready for this?
The thing is, they didn't really have each other. I mean, look at how much they all seem to not get along. I don't know if we could have driven them out, because that would have driven them together, but I don't think they could have gotten their shit together enough to attack.
I've been thinking a lot lately. You know, just how really unprepared were we? I mean,
for an all-out fight?
Yeah.
The thing is, if it goes to an all-out fight, you get the people involved, and then everybody dies.
It's just...
We had subtlety. We had control of the police, control of the firefighters. I mean, yeah, Stewart can build one heck of a place, but what good does that do you if you get drug out in the middle of the day? I mean...
Hey, by the way, did you ever get back to what I asked you about? To see if my homeboys checked in with your ladies?
Oh, yeah, did they?
So they basically said, yeah, no, their baby mamas haven't really been talking to their baby daddies. They haven't been seen in like a couple days.
No, they haven't been around.
I'm starting to worry, Primo. Like, I mean, my boys are loyal. They're my family. But, like, for them just to ghost like this, it's not like them.
Something probably happened to them.
Yeah. Something. I don't know. You see Deck and... You see basically you see Joy kind of run in. Like, she like, looks embarrassed. She's like, God damn it. Like, she's just like, God damn it. And she, like, says, oh, hi, Reggie. How's it going?
Good, Joy. How you doing?
Well, glad to not be in the thralls of our esteemed prince. Ugh, do you understand how many times I had to see his underlings just staring at me, watching me from afar, probably having them watch me as I slept?
Yeah, that's pretty creepy.
But overall, he's not that bad, I guess, would be the... No, he's terrible. I just thought that somebody of his caliber would be a little bit more boring, you know? But he's a real sadist. He's a real sicko. I don't know why. He just creeps me out. Anyways, how you been?
It has been a crazy couple of weeks.
I know.
You know
kind of
Beliana, right?
Yeah, she like looks at Corp. She's like, yeah, I've met before you met when she was part of the,
Oh, yeah. Why don't you? She's supplied a lot of paintings. You're into art, yeah? Why don't you guys walk around, check out the art?
Okay. Oh, by the way, there's a newcomer. Just keep it cool,
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks
Don't-
for the heads up.
Don't talk about who shall not be named. All right, I'm gonna go. Talk to the corpse, like you're suggesting. Beliana, hi. Remember? She just starts walking over. We cut over to a car that is currently packed with Nicholas and Arthur and a very familiar individual. So I don't know when Archibald's gonna show up, man. He called Corp, but he has a dramatic for the flare, man.
Did he just say a dramatic for the flare?
Or whatever, you know what I mean.
Not just did he say it, he said it barely right now.
Barely right now. A flare of the dramatic, whatever, you know what I mean.
A flare for the dramatic.
Yeah, flare to dramatic. So what do you think, Arthur? What do you
You know
think?
how Howard always likes to make an entrance. I mean, it all depends. He could decide to walk up out in front of the metal detectors and then basically command all of the security not to check him and don't touch him.
So who do you
Instead of
think?
coming in the back.
So do you think who's gonna out diva who? Is Archibald gonna out diva Howard, or is Howard gonna out diva Archibald?
Oh, I think that Archibald's going to wait for Howard to come out and then basically like gauge him, and then for all we know, Archibald could come in on a pagoda with a bunch of ghouls announcing his domain of praxis. And what are you going to do, Howard?
If he does that, then I'm afraid all is lost for the Ivory Tower.
Talking with Amelia, I mean, Archibald has some sort of pull within the remnants of the Camarilla anyways. If he can call someone down to get recognized within the social structure that's currently reestablishing itself.
But would
Ultimately,
he dare? Would he dare call upon what's left of the Camarilla?
At this present moment, I don't put anything past him. I told Archibald that if he ever tries to cease practice, he was going to basically proceed over a kingdom of ashes from what was left over. And currently, right now, it doesn't seem like he's doing anything that seems to be too impressive. I mean, he has some refugees that are coming from the northern Pacific Northwest, and then the people in San Francisco didn't stay here. They went down to L.A. to seize their own praxis.
Yeah, and that's a shit show in itself from what I hear.
That doesn't surprise me. So, we're either going to have to wait. I was figuring to wait for Howard to walk in with him, but do you want to go inside?
Yeah. Yeah. So, you guys pull up. You get out. Like I described to Olivia, this has been redone. Everything about the Bakersfield Museum of Art has been totally redone. It's very high class but functional. A lot more security than you would imagine in this part of the downtown. You even see like a drone flying around in a pattern. Man, Reggie really went all out.
He's trying to make sure safety and security is given to the guests that are here. It doesn't surprise me.
So what
It's
happened?
called a tradition, you fucks.
Tradition.
So what happens if
Tradition.
Archibald tries to punish you for your crimes?
Tradition.
What, me?
Yeah,
Not worried about Archibald.
you're not worried about Archibald.
I wouldn't be surprised if Archibald had one of his lackeys here masquerading as himself tonight.
Yeah, we kind of consensus try to punish him for that, but that was a rough time. That was a rough time.
How are you? What, you're going to try and bring down the entire Primogene Council like a ton of bricks on the Acknowledged Prince?
We did. We tried.
That's the problem. You tried, but he survived, and you're all still here. So obviously, it's still a power struggle between you.
Hey, it's been rough, okay?
I know. I helped with that.
Yeah.
Sorry. But ultimately, we all have to take responsibility for our actions. And I'm trying to come here to take a little bit, but mainly trying to repair what's going on in the county, and the things that are going on is my main concern.
Mm-hmm.
Once that's done, whoever wants to take Praxis of the Domain, that's up to Howard and Archibald. I wouldn't be surprised if Archibald's still Prince one way or the other.
You have that lingering sort of feeling of the oblivion, when you were staring at the pool,
Mhm.
that there's this whirlpool of death that is surrounding this place. Everything runs in spirals. Everything is a spiral, according to the philosophy of Andre, is that we're all caught up in this whirlpool of oblivion, and that one day we as kindred end up in the pit because our souls are eternally damned, and so we're all this eternity is just this whirling pit, and we're just delaying the inevitable. And you get that feeling here, like you get that sense of like dread as you approach this very beautiful, very artistic place, very tranquil place. And then you see Nicholas go like, "Hey, you there?"
Sorry.
Hey man, I think you've been hanging out with Andre a little bit too much. You're kind of staring off a little bit. You sure you don't want to hang out down here in society?
What, and get re-antiquated to the way that Kindred and Kine interact with each other?
Yeah, it'd probably do you some good.
I can make the effort. I'm still seeking answers. Maybe I need to go back to the opposite side of the coin because I haven't gotten the answers I want currently from Andre.
I heard Andre sent a representative. Did he?
I don't remember. He didn't mention he was going to, but it doesn't surprise me that he would send a representative. All the independents right now are sending representatives to basically play kosher with the new domain.
All right, let's get in. So obviously you guys are checked in. Around this time, Olivia, you walk in with Zahar. You see a man. Reggie, you could describe yourself.
So he's got like a 50s cut suit, black on red, like a modern haircut. It's got the Reed Richards look where it's got the brown but then graying just at the tips. Very precise. It's got the whole 50s sharp line aesthetic going. And he's always smirking.
He's always smirking. You see also with him just kind of just trying to remain professional. You see this individual wearing sunglasses inside, very loked out cholo. Although he doesn't have like the wife beater on, he's wearing like a nice button up, but he does have like the gold chain, and he looks. Oh, he also has like he looks a little roughed up. Like he actually has like a thing over his nose. Like he's still kind of like healing. Vampires can heal instantaneously, so the fact that he's still kind of recuperating means he really must have got messed up, and it's taking longer for him to like kind of re-stitch himself. So he must have suffered some what we call aggravated. Aggravated is like major supernatural damage. Oh shit, new girl. Play cool.
Is that Stuart?
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
in your earpiece.
Who's the person next to me?
Luna.
Is it Luna? Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah, but you have an earpiece too, Stuart.
Okay. So, is she with Amelia?
Yeah, she's with Amelia.
So I'll walk over to Amelia. Amelia, always a pleasure.
Reginald? I like this. This is very... It's quaint. Not like the travesty that I have to protect every so often. Oh, this is Olivia. She is a newcomer, refugee from Portland.
I'm Reggie.
Should put out my hand. Nice to meet you, Reggie. I'm Olivia.
Pleasure. Welcome to Bakersfield. Are you staying with Amelia?
Yes, it's been quite nice so far. Thank you.
Oh.
Good.
Roll a bluff check.
How do I roll a bluff check?
You can definitely feel like her voice crack a little when she says that. Yeah, it's been very nice.
It's been fine. It's been fine.
It's been fine.
Okay. Glad to see people are upholding the traditions. Hospitality's important.
Yes.
If you need anything while you're here, let me know.
Thank you very much.
Out of nowhere, your boy Ivan pops. Hey, how's it going? Hi.
Olivia,
so
this is Ivan.
he looks like kind of like a rat man. He has like the the buck-tooth front teeth. He has like hair growing out of his face, kind of hunched over. He's like, "Oh, so you're from Portland? I'm from San Francisco. So like, how did everybody fare out? I'm just curious how it is out in the outside world right now."
Oh, it's probably best for you to not ask about that right now.
Really?
It's I mean, I haven't seen everything for myself, but my exit from Portland was less than desirable.
Oh. And he kind of has like a really sad look, like he was hoping for some like good news. Like he was hoping that if you stop by San Francisco on the way here, like he was expecting something, and he's just like, all right, and he just kind of he can't vanish out of thin air because he doesn't have obfuscate that eye. You see him just kind of like sadly kind of like walk away, just like this sucks.
Oh. Like I just kind of watch him walk away, and I'm like, I don't
He
have anything else
looks
to say.
very heartbroken, Reginald.
Oh.
San Francisco was hit hard by the Second Inquisition, so
We have to make sure that there are no lingering agents. Olivia, we just had a minor run-in with some hunters as of late, and I'm pretty sure Arbuckle did everything in his power to ensure that nobody followed you from Portland.
Oh yes, he did everything to the best of his abilities to make sure that no one followed us.
Okay. Her sire is a very profound Malkavian, servant to the Justicars. Although where he is, I do not know. You said something about finding himself.
Something about a desert and finding himself. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Not up by Ridgecrest, I hope.
He wasn't very specific with the actual location of the desert.
Right. Well, behave. I'm going to do my duty as keeper to ensure that this place is adequate enough for a hallowed ground. Seeing how I'm the keeper and this may be a potential Elysium, I leave you to it. Reginald, behave. No, your lady friend is in the other room. And so she bids you adieu, and she starts going through, and then in your earpiece is like, dude, I don't need to know the rules of Elysium to know that this place is fucking locked tight. All right? Fuck her.
So, Olivia, yeah? Do you like art?
Yes, you might be able to say that. I've made it a little bit of my profession and hobby.
Oh. Well, let me show you around. This is a Bakersfield Museum of Art. It's all produced by local artists.
So a lot of the art here has been replaced. You see some of the older exhibits still have like a wing. It's kind of like it's like an arrow. So there's one main hall, and then there are two other halls. One side is like the contemporary local artist side. The main hall has a lot of unique art. Very a lot of oil painting, a lot of rigid sculptures, a lot of it's goth as fuck is what it is. It speaks to a pain of the ages. If you were to classify this, it's very, very ancient. The brushing probably could maybe Middle European. You could probably fetch a pretty decent price for a private collector of this art, just because the way it's been drawn hasn't been in cycle. And then there's like some local artistry, a lot of scenery, a lot of photography, a lot of black and whites. You know, it's very noir. And then you see, as you're going back, you see this girl, you see the girl with the shiny silver hair, and somebody that kind of looks off. You can't really put your finger on what's wrong with her, but there's something wrong with her. Hello, hi. Nice to meet you again.
Joy, Belliana, this is Olivia. She's staying with Amelia.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I met her in the parking lot, and this is Joy. This is Belliana. Yeah, this is Belliana. She's being featured here.
Oh,
She did the art in the main hallway.
Yeah, this is my art. She's like, this is my art. I took it in the underworld. I found the lost and the damned, and I asked for their consult, and the ash. And she starts describing how she took the ashes from the underworld as her like foundation, and she used the remnants of what appears to be like tuberculosis patients as as the brushing of mixed in with the oils. She is not subtle whatsoever. She has literally taken things from the underworld and applied it to the paintings. And then when you start to look at them, it starts to draw this picture, and you think for a second that they're moving. And she just goes into very nuanced detail. Very plain, very boring, but I mean the way she describes life and death, it's like she has zero empathy. She is just like a cold creature of logic. And that was my second phase.
Well, everyone's art speaks to them in different ways. It's beautiful. I have an actual real like deep appreciation for kind of how like fucked up her art is.
Yeah.
Because it's something like a little bit different, and I'm like way into it.
Yeah. She and like so you two click. Joy looks like she's a fucking hostage, and she's like, I'm literally standing by someone who murders people. Please, God, help me. And so she looks for the exit for you two to start clicking, and she, deck, dear, hi, and she just runs the deck.
Hey, at least she's upgraded from a literal hostage to a metaphorical hostage.
And she's like, oh my God, you? Why did you not warn me she was going to be here, Deck?
I didn't know she was going to be.
What does Reggie see in her? She's a literal monster of the Sabbats. And then you kind of hear that like a pitch, like she down pitches her voice. She's like, "Sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud, but you know what I mean."
She's trying.
Trying? No, she's not. She literally described using her powers of the underworld to fashion art out of the dead.
Yeah, that is kind of bad, I guess.
And that's when Nicholas is like, oh my God. And he's looking at all the crazy art in the room, and he's like, oh, Howard's not gonna like this.
This is completely untraditional. How is this not considered a breach of the traditions?
I don't know. Oh, dude.
Maybe Archibald's just flaunting the traditions now. Openly calling people, it's like, come and get me.
No, this is Reggie's doing, man.
I guess the
Reggie's
best way
on
to
board
look
with-
at this is that there is art that people find offensive.
Deck, you see Arthur at the entrance, since you're like closest to the entrance. And like you have like a kind of like a painful like, oh yeah, I used to be deputy and I knew him. And he's the one that sent all the police after me. Ugh.
Yeah, there had to have been a reason for it. I need context, but I won't kill him just yet.
Yeah, like he's the one that sent that chopper that you took down and like all the SWAT teams.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
That.
Oh wait, when we were all part of the pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's staying on the down low.
Down low.
So you see him. Nicholas
I
is
did.
like, hey, what's up, Deck?
Nicholas, Arthur,
Hi, Deck.
how have you been?
Keenly aware of the going-ons within the court.
Okay, I'm gonna go be a Primogen and check in with the other Primogen. You good, Nicholas? Or you're good, Arthur?
Yes.
All
Go
right.
ahead. Do your Primogen duties.
Thanks.
Execute.
He runs off right to Reggie. Reggie's like, dude, Howard is fucking coming tonight, and you have this shit all up in this building.
Yeah.
Bold move, Cotton. Bold move.
Let's see how it plays out.
Look, if I tried to hide all this stuff, it'd be a sign of weakness. And then true pounce on weakness. If I put it all out there like a big fat what, it's a flex. It's strength.
Bold move, Cotton. We'll see how it plays out. Hey, did you do that thing I asked about the hunter situation?
They're taken care of.
Cool. I guess we'll talk to Amelia about that boon I owe you then. The sheriffs are still breathing down my neck, man. What
So
about
the sheriffs are, the old families.
yeah?
BPD's guy who is in contact with the government
Mm-hmm.
thinks I'm a mage demon hunter. So
Okay.
I'm his new go-to contact. So I'll have a little bit of wiggle room with them.
What about the half the Bruja, the Anarch Bruja?
They appear to be under control of
Davinia?
former Sabat.
Fuck.
Yeah,
That sucks.
they are out at the old quarry
Okay, but
along with Davinia and her family.
Well,
we
we got
got
the-
the we got the
We
whole
got the
family.
bakers out, yeah. Well, except Davinia.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Arthur's here, which means Locke's gonna show up, which means Archibald.
Tonight's gonna be ugly.
Yeah. So
From what I've seen of Locke, Archie's gonna be fine.
think
Locke's done, man.
And as you guys say that, you see Locke come in
Front or back?
from the back. Nice white press suit. Not really trying to put on any sort of grandiose display. Walking cane because he's still pretty messed up. And then he immediately walks up to Arthur and gives him a hug. And Arthur, I'm assuming you give like the...
I'm like, I don't hug anymore.
Hover hand.
Good to see you, Howard. I'm glad to see you decided to take the subtle approach.
Yes, indeed I did. I don't know how else to do this anymore.
None of this.
He pulls out a flask, and then he's like, to you, he's like, he holds it out to you, and he's like, over 30 domains we established. We all came in as Prince and Seneschal, and this is the first court I have ever attended as a commoner. So cheers. And he takes a swig. Everybody in the room smells the refined taste of Vaiate.
Ah, what did you cut that with?
Bourbon. What else? And they immediately make their approach to everybody gathering in the main hall area. Olivia, everybody seems pretty like in awe of these two kindred that are walking in. Like you should know who they are, or they probably have some sort of infamy or notoriety here of some sort. You kind of sort of recognize the man that he's being accompanied by. You remember this name, Locke. Arbuckle talked about him a lot. He was the big honcho here. That he would be the guy that would be in charge. But clearly he doesn't look like he's in charge. Reggie, how's it going?
Howard, always a pleasure.
Reginald.
Arthur, good to see you.
We all know that's a lie, Reginald. You don't have to keep the formalities.
No,
Going.
I mean it. It's good to see you. Glad to know we're not at war.
No. We are not at war. There is, however, other concerns with what should be currently focused on by the court, but I did hear some rumblings about some actions that happened that you took care of. Bravo.
As many as I can. Thank
Bravo. Where is his beloved prince?
you. He'll show up. He'll show up when he's ready. You know how Archie is.
I've always wanted to see Archibald when he decides to make his grand entrance.
In the meantime, I've loaded the place up with local art. Feel free to look around. If you have any problems, the Bruja Primogen is Nicholas. I'm sure he'll help you in anything you need. Howard, if you have anything, feel free to come to me.
Arthur and I would like to discuss with the Primogen Council something important. If you would give us the time
Well,
to respect thy
as-
elders.
Of course, your age, veneration, status means you are more than entitled to a council meeting if you wish. Let me go and the La Sombre don't have one, right? So
Not
the official
officially.
ones. So the official ones are me,
Nicholas,
Nicholas,
Betty,
Amelia, and there are enough Nosferatu now. So would it be Ivan or Hyun by default? Probably Ivan, right? Because Hyun wants no court position.
he does want no core position. And-
Because Hyun would be the oldest and most respected, but
yeah,
not interested. So
Not
then it would go to Ivan.
and Ivan.
He
Well,
hasn't been recognized
Yeah,
yet.
he hasn't been recognized yet. Yeah. So
Oh no, he has. He got recognized at the last meeting.
Yeah, he did. Okay, so he might be
It
elected Nosferatu. De facto, Archibald is the Primogen of the Nosferatu because he's the prince.
Princes can't be Primogen.
I know princes can't be Primogen, but you know.
Yeah.
So.
In theory, he would appoint one, but he hasn't. So it would be whoever is
So,
eldest, most respected, and interested.
like I said, Arthur and I have a lot of business to take care of. So, as
Of course.
post haste, if you wouldn't mind.
As soon as I can. I know Betty's not here yet, but I'll get the word out to get her here as quickly as possible.
And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a shadow portal opens up in the middle of the room. Olivia, it is like
Are you fucking shitting me?
you see.
Wait, okay. Can I be like, well, maybe we should go in the front door
Nope.
before she does that?
Nope, she doesn't do that.
God.
She doesn't do that at all. She doesn't. She doesn't do that at all. Okay, you know how Dad just described a flex? This is the La Sombre flex.
Okay.
So the art in the room starts to come alive as the shadows start to bend towards
Oh,
the middle of the
fuck.
room, as the lights start to flicker, as a little tear in reality starts to bleed open, as shadow starts pouring out of it. Olivia, it is the most mind-boggling thing you have ever witnessed. And it is fucking awesome. because the art is blending into the scene that is currently opening up. There's like a water channel. Like if you go to like any sort of like fancy high-tech lobby, they have like that water channel that has LEDs and it does like, it shoots out water that like forms symbols.
Mm-hmm.
The water is literally channeling around this open portal into oblivion itself. And then you see this woman step out from it as she is wearing a very sharp power suit dressed in black. Her eyes are jet black and accompanied by Cooper.
Yeah. So I think this is the first time I've actually described Cooper in a long
Yeah.
time. I've decided Cooper kind of looks like a young Thomas Jane, if you've ever seen The Expanse. Kind of like the detective. Except younger, because he was embraced when he was like in his late 20s. He's, I think, kind of going. He would have dressed up in whatever Donna Maria was smarter instead of wearing the usual like detective outfit.
You would have a sharp black suit also with a red tie. Very,
So I look like Hitman.
Yeah, you look like Hitman, pretty much. Black leather gloves, red tie.
Okay, I'm no. The gloves are a little over the top.
She has you wear black gloves.
Okay. No.
Gotta look sharp.
I'll wear the rest of the suit. I'm not wearing gloves. I'm not actually here to murder someone.
You don't understand. We are to be feared. We are the darkness itself. You're the scourge, for crying out loud. You have to be marked in terror that you at any point could be appointed to destroy any one of the kindred of his domain.
Yeah, but we also have to make friends.
We don't need to make friends. We have to be reviled. We have to be feared. That they rely on us now.
Have you ever heard the phrase, you catch more flies with honey than with vinegar?
And do you understand that we are all monsters at the end of the day, and the biggest, strongest, fiercest monster in the room makes the rules?
We're not in the Sabbat anymore.
Oh no, this is politics at its finest. So this is like what you two are arguing before you come here.
Yeah. And then eventually we're like, okay, goddamn, just open the portal and let's go.
So you open the portal, and everybody and they step out. Locke is like, just damn. He's like just. He takes another swig.
Also Cooper's eyes aren't.
I'll lean over to Locke as the portal opens. It's the La Sombra. Just as an FYI, the armory is behind the steel double doors in the back left.
I don't need an armory
just
to deal.
in case.
I don't need an armory to deal with the La Sombra.
Fair enough.
My pain is my strength.
I'm just like adamantly clapping at this, like so excited. Really, like this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen art-wise, and I'm just very, very into everything that's happening.
Yeah, Bellion is also applauding too.
So Cooper kind of looks when you are clapping, and at first he sees Bellion, and he's like, "Oh, okay," and then he sees you, and he does like a double take. It's like another person that was not horrifying.
And Luna's just like, God damn it. Just like,
I walk over to Reggie really quick. Cooper looks apologetic. I tried to talk her out of it. I tried to get her to go through the front door.
Appreciate it. Back door, by the way, for vampires.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. But, she's a little set in her ways.
Yeah, I noticed. I have to go assemble the Primogen, if you'll excuse me.
Have fun.
I'll go, yeah. I'll text Betty, because she's not here.
mm-hmm.
And then I'll track down the other ones and ask them.
You get an auto reply. Busy at the moment.
Okay. So I will gather the other Primogen.
You see Donna walking up.
To me,
Yeah.
whatever, I'm busy. She's not important. She has neither status nor position.
And she's like, Reginald?
Donna?
Thank you for what you did. For my child.
What was that?
Understanding that he's a complete and utter fuck up. And I'm going to be taking more responsibility for his actions.
Thanks.
Our ways are different than the Camarilla, but I remember a time where High Clan and Low Clan used to gather, and I should have properly guided him towards that path. But I do appreciate it. And then, like, she sort of slightly bows, and then she walks to Olivia. She's like, "Oh, hello. You're a nice ray of sunshine. How do you do?" Like, you literally see, like, shadows sort of, like, oozing off her dress. Like the shadows are still kind of rippling around her. And
sorry.
Yeah, and she approaches you.
I'm like just taken aback. I think it's the most beautiful dress. I love the way that the shadows are complementing the coloring of the dress. I'm just very into everything that she's doing and how everything's working with her. And I like excitedly go and introduce myself. Like, hi, I'm Olivia. I'm just pretty new in town. I'm so nice to meet you.
And she's kind of taken back by like this subtle, like this appreciation. She's like, hello, yes, nice to meet you. My name is Donna Maria Allende de Torres de Madrid. I am an elder of Clan La Sombra, recently joined by the Camarilla. I see that you are a fan?
Oh, yeah, I'm a bit of an art enthusiast. I have kind of made art my life, so I am just... I'm very appreciative of this.
She's now that she's here and she's like conscious, she actually looks at the art and she's like, oh, Belliana's work?
Yes.
Oh, dear, let me talk. Me and Belliana go way back. And she starts talking about how she was part of an organization, you may be familiar with it, called the Sabbat. And that's where it kind of gets a little like, what? So you've heard about the Sabbat. The Sabbat, never really big in Portland. So the Sabbat are the boogeymen of vampires. They are a radical cult of blood worshippers that are the inherent enemy of the Camarilla. But as of late, they have fallen. So it's kind of strange that you're speaking to somebody who is part of the... She doesn't appear to act at all as what you believe a Sabbat member would act like. Because, like I said, there's a lot of propaganda on both sides. So you're expecting this uncivil, monstrous, unrefined creature that is like out to eat your soul. She's very elegant. She's very witty. She's very poised. She is displaying her power in the likeness.
She's also out to eat your soul.
Yeah, she's out to eat your soul.
No, you're dating the person that eats your soul.
No, she checked my soul over for defects, I'll have you know. There was no evil involved.
So we flash cut to real quick to the Primogen Council meeting. As you see them all kind of gather, and you see Arthur and Reggie, or Arthur and Locke kind of waiting as the Primogen kind of gather.
And there's actually a meeting room we can
get to. So we have to make this quick before His Excellency arrives. Or at least Arthur has to be going here in a bit, but... Arthur, you just explain it.
Reginald, Primogen Council, it's excellent to see all of you that the current Camarilla structure has risen from the ashes in the attack that happened 3.5 years ago. Through investigation and through outside sources, we've concluded that there are Malfic forces that have influenced the local Camarilla court. They are most likely based out of the Nosferatu Warrens, and there is a demonic entity that shall not be named that has most likely corrupted prevalent members within your court. I implore you, for the safety of not just the local court, but for kindred within all of Kern County and the Central Valley, that this needs to be dealt with. Most likely as well, the Sheriff's Department has been spiritually corrupted as well. I would highly suggest that we abscond to a more secure location once court has been called after the princes called court and then dismissed for the night, and that we should all meet elsewhere after the fact.
We want to make a generous donation to the cause. As you know, Arthur and I have deep-seated roots of this county, even though most of our power has been usurped by the Second Inquisition. We believe in your idea, Reggie. we've heard ramblings of this board, and we're behind you 100%. But as investors, not as board members.
Essentially, Reginald, the modern corporation is most likely how the Camarilla needs to start structuring its entire overall power structure, moving away from feudalism, which didn't last long under kind historics. It's not going to work for us any longer if we continue to want to survive. Essentially, Howard and I would be majority shareholders. You, as a Primogen Council member, would be a director of the board, and then the Prince would be a chairman. We would basically just want a return on our investment, and that return is monetary, safety, and security, all the standard things that we want to offer to any kindred that would come into the domain. Most of the other traditions, the Masquerade, the others, they would still be observed, but in a kinder, gentler way.
We also, of course, need to, especially the Masquerade needs to be reworked. We have to worry about identity in the new era.
In the new era.
See it. It's more than just not using your powers in front of people. We have to worry about longevity and appearance.
Covering up our tracks, not having bank accounts for in excess of centuries, constantly rerouting our money. We're going to have to go about this in a different fact. It's no longer just the IRS. It's also the second. Glad you said it's the Second Inquisition. Whenever they're going to be looking for something, we're going to have possibly move into the digital domain. I don't have any expertise.
Amelia's
in that.
like, no, this is. Are we really doing this, Reginald? We are going to take the money from these two that has laid waste to our way of life.
Money? You think they're talking about an investiture of money?
I do not know. I do not understand this corporation as you speak. This is not the way our kind was founded upon. You cannot buy a kindred's legacy.
It's not money we're talking about, Amelia. It's about restructuring the way the power works so that it doesn't appear obvious to the humans.
Nicholas is like, I'm all in for it. I say aye. He's just like, and he's looking at like Arthur, like they've already talked about this. And Reggie or Locke looks at you like you two have already talked about this. And obviously Betty isn't here. And so Zahar looks like she's being duped right now. And she's just like, so majority rule then. Until we find out Betty's answer. Or the Nosferatu's answer.
Amelia, there's always going to be a spot for you at the table.
So, we will discuss this later, Arthur. We will discuss this later. And then you see Locke pull out like a watch and he's like, I think it's time for you.
Yeah. Gentlemen, ladies, it's been fantastic.
I'll continue
to catch up.
I'll continue the negotiations.
Thank you, Howard. And I see myself out.
All right. Thank you, John, for joining us. He may appear at a later date, but this Sunday afternoon he has obligations. So, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
So, we go back into the main room where Olivia, Donna Marie, Belliana are all kind of talking about the art that's here and how she is kind of hyping up Belliana. She's like, oh, you don't understand. Like, she has met all these great artists from the underworld, and she's like, has, you know, their ear and their, you know, she was a lovely, connoisseur of the art. And like Belliana's like embarrassed. He's like, oh, stop it. Like, this isn't like what I normally do. I just normally read a lot. And, you know, just recently Reggie has, you know, made me want to remember what's good about being here and remembering what it's like to interact with other kindred. And then she asks like, oh, how old are you?
vampire age. I am a little bit young. I'm embarrassed. About 5 now.
Oh, you're a baby. And then both Donna and Bellion are like, oh God, it's just like it's such a wonder. I just can't imagine ever being embraced in this time. It's so alien with all the bright lights and the notifications and the loudness of everything, and looking up into the sky, it's just not as the same as it used to be. Like the moon was brighter, the Viete's gotten better. It's just like and the Donna's like, yeah, the Viete's gotten a lot better. Oh man. Peasants in the Dark Ages, ugh. Talk about not refined palates. Like, you had to suck down a noble just to get some sort of aroma, some sort of like texture. Most of the time you were just sucking down peasant neck, and it was like drinking unfiltered tap water. Ugh, it was awful. And Bellion is like, yes, I mean, I fed on ghosts, but you know, once in a while I had to gain succor from, you know, a monk from a monastery where I mostly stayed. And so they're basically just showing their age. Like, they're old vampires. They're just like talking about the good old days.
And Olivia's just real into this. It's like a little bit of the history of everything that she's fascinated with. She's loving the descriptions of how they're talking about the palates expanding. She's just like fascinated.
Luna goes up to you, Deck, and he's like,
I'm also gonna walk over to Deck and Joy. So, who's the new girl?
Joy's like, I don't know, but she's hitting it off with the creepos.
One of those creepos is my sire, thank you.
Yeah, and last time I checked, you could have killed her at any point.
Well, not any point, but yes, there was a point where I could have killed her.
So, there you go. There's your walking mess.
I still contend that not killing her was the right option.
Well, look at them. They're being polite. You know, I've always been a tomboy. I always hang out with the guys. But, like, I just feel like they're too girly right now. I don't know why.
Really, that's the reason you don't want to hang out with them, not the creepy discussion about murdering people 1,000 years ago.
Well, I mean, I'm strictly, you know, a pacifist, so yeah, possibly.
You should talk to Perry. I think you two would get along.
Last time I checked, didn't she do like a mud wrestling contest?
Something like that.
Looks like Reggie has a lot he has to look after, huh?
Yeah. Archie's definitely piling him with responsibility.
What about you?
Why hasn't he shown up yet?
He's trying to get me to hunt down the Thin Bloods, but I need to talk to Reggie and see if I can make an agreement with his Nosferatu. Because I can't find them in the sewers.
Luna walks up. He's like, "Yo, Deck.
What's up?"
As soon as Archie makes his whole damn spiel, something just came up. I need your back on something. Something doesn't feel right.
What?
So I sent my boys, you know, to help clean up that thing up in the mountains where the
truck.
Yeah, the truck. They never showed up. But Tony told me that he met up with them on the 99. So, and then I asked Reggie to see if he could talk to his girls to see if their baby daddies ever showed up for, you know, a hookup. They never showed up.
So they've just vanished between the location and the 99?
Yeah, but Tony said he told them that he wouldn't pay them. So I know my boys were expecting to get paid, but they wouldn't ghost me like this.
And none of them are answering their phones.
No, none of them are answering their phones.
Here, let me send my contact a message.
This is sounding like a lot. This is sounding a lot like my old crew.
Okay. Oh, we deal with all those zombies.
Yeah, but they all went missing at the same time.
Whatever. I just haven't told Reggie yet because I didn't want to, he's got a bunch of shit on his plate anyways, but I think you and I just need to go pay a visit to Tony, wherever he's at right now. Where the fuck is Tony?
I don't know.
Where are any of the Toreador?
I don't know, but we already got to deal with your fucking sire. Now Locke's here? Dude, what the fuck?
God.
He's not in charge. He can't do shit.
Well,
dude,
technically
He's an elder Ventru.
No, he technically just brought all the fucking Primogen in a room. He's flexing right now, man.
He may not have a position, but he's an elder.
Whatever. I gotta go make nice with the new gal. So, any of you two go with the computer?
No.
All right, well, go check on Stewart. Make sure he's not fucking hacking the NSA or NASA or some bullshit.
I'll go pay him a visit.
All right. So you three are all just chatting. Reggie, how do you bring no morals for drink or secure or nothing?
No.
No. Okay. And you see
That's not required in the traditions.
I know that's not but it's she's like, oh, I'm famished. Are you? How do you hunt, dear? How do you hunt? Do you?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Well, back up in Portland was a little bit different. I had a little bit of a group that would be around me due to the art up there, and it was a little bit more of a mutual understanding within the group. Down here it's changed a little bit, but I'm trying to build that back up.
Oh, so you're kind of like a social pariah. Ooh.
I mean, I just saying some kind of words, yes.
Yeah. You see, the Chicano looking dude come up. He's like, "Hey, what's up? My name is Luna. I'm the sheriff. Just so you know, I'm just here to let you know that you're welcome. If you need anything," he gives you a card. I'm pretty much all around. I got your back. I watch your back. I make sure you're safe. If something bad happens, you drink somebody, they die accidentally, you get into a car crash, any problem you have whatsoever, you call me. All right? I'm the first and only person you call, right?
Okay, thank you. I take the card and I put it in my purse and take his hand with both of my hands and do like a little bow, showing very big appreciation.
So, where are you from?
Portland, Oregon.
Oh, Portland. All right. Haven't been that far north. I go as far as Eureka. I'm more of like
nice, yeah.
SoCal. But I do transporting. So if you need something moved or if you need somebody to come in, this is kind of like safe haven. So I know that I got people calling me up from LA. I got people calling me from Sacktown, Las Vegas. We can do something. This is home.
Thank you.
All right. So it's not the best, but if you ever need to go down to LA to see some culture, just call me up and I'll get you there.
Much appreciated. Thank you very much.
All right. I gotta go check up on the stiffs. So you ladies, don't open up another portal to hell. And he just walks out. And she's like, it's actually not hell. It's a subsection of hell called the Abyss.
Well, it had wonderful imagery and the coloring was just phenomenal.
You know, what is darkness? Darkness is the absence of light, but there's something refined about being blanketed by nothingness. It's freeing. It's
In the absence is the perception of everything.
exactly. And so you hear a knock on the door. Knock, knock, knock. Reggie.
Oh, we're done with the meeting, yeah. So I will.
All right, I'm just making sure. Head count. Where's Betty?
She hasn't shown.
Okay. This is really something's kind of forming a pattern. When court is done, we need to go pronto. Something's not right. So, and then all of a sudden, you hear like a book drop in the meeting room, and you see Archie. He just kind of like leaned up on the chair, and he's like, "Hello, fellas. I've been here the whole time. I've just been observing how you all just talk about creating this foundation of a corporation. We'll talk about that later. Right now, how about we all just get all nice in a little gathering room, and we'll begin the formalities, all right?"
Yeah.
So you see this man step out. If you could call him a man, he's more like a muscle. He's just like his face just looks like swollen and beaten up, and he has a scar on his face. He just looks like he's just been through the ringer a few too many times, like a boxer that just face just looks like it's pummeled, and his face is disjointed, and the way he walks looks like he has like a constant limp, like he's been beaten up. And he's like, and he directly walks to the three girls, and he's like, "Oh my, how is lovely to see such precious undead flowers in my presence." And then you see Donna just kind of roll her eyes like, ugh. And then you see Beliana kind of politely smirk and kind of nod, and you, how are you, my dear? Sorry, my name is Archibald Gimli. I'm the prince.
I extend my hand and do a handshake and do a slight curtsy as well. I'm like, "Olivia, so wonderful to meet you."
His hand is like very gruff. It's very like coarse and gruff, and it looks like he's just put a pounding to a man's face. Like it's just that gruff.
She appreciates the texture of it, so like she's noticing the different textures of things, and it's different, and so she kind of likes the fact that it's different. So,
and he's like, "Welcome to my domain." And then you're like, "Wait a minute, isn't the guy Howard supposed to be in charge?" That's what Arbuckle told you. It's this Howard guy that's supposed to be in charge, not whoever this guy is.
So I might know that, but I'm also so just like, I don't know anything what's going on here. I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut and just roll with whoever's saying that they want to be in charge and be as polite as I can be.
So,
but I'm taking note of that.
So he kisses your hand and then goes, "Hear he, hear he, hear he. Thank you all for coming to court." And then you see another man pop out of nowhere with a woman wearing brightest red hair you've ever seen in your whole life. Vibrant, pale, carries a book, very plain. And then the man, I'll show you. They appear out of nowhere. So this man appears like at the entrance, like they just, it's like the trick of the eye. It's like they were always there, but they just suddenly appear. And then this girl Would you do the honors, Ferris? And then you see the very proper man at the entrance kind of knock his cane, and then you see all of the moving pictures stop. Like there's something that kind of like forces the mystical sense that is like kind of enchanted this place to suddenly stop. And the water becomes still. And the water becomes like almost not ice, but it becomes solidified, like some sort of like glass.
Olivia just starts clapping again.
By his decree, His Excellency Archibald Gimli of Clan Nosferatu calls this court. Thank you for attending. I give my thanks to our host, Reginald of Clan Ventru. Thank you for your hospitality. And we also want to give thanks to the will worker behind all of this fancy digs, as the kids would say, to Stuart. He has proven himself to be a viable kindred in these dark times. I would like to extend introductions to Reggie. Would you be so kind?
Is this for Stuart?
Yeah.
Or for him? Stuart, come on out.
He comes out. Deck, you see him and he's like, yeah, man, I gotta get on. Put this headset on. If anything happens, press this key. Just press this button. All right? Don't press the green button right next to it. You press the red button. Red button. Not green. Whatever you do, don't press the red button. Or don't press the green button.
Happens.
If anything happens, do not press the green button at all. And then
Red button.
Red button if something happens, never press the green button. Why they're next to each other, it's for me and me only. All right?
Outside forces.
Got it.
Okay.
He walks out. So, Olivia, everybody here is pretty refined. Everybody has that, sort of classic, what appears to be like vampire charm, like refined. People are elegant. And then you see this dude who is mildly balding, glasses, not well kept, khaki pants tucked in, the deepest V-neck shirt, the deepest of V, some sort of fuckboy and a half, just not all really well kept together, and he's just like, and he's kind of like shaking his head like he's like, yeah, I'm here, like he's like, I'm here.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I'd like to introduce to you Stuart. He's the architect of the safety system for this area. He knows well the methods of our enemies, as he has recently discovered the wrongness of his old allegiances and begs now to be offered status amongst the Camarilla and the kindred of Bakersfield.
Well, I would say to you, since I have done a thorough inspection of this lovely abode, what say you, Zara? Zara's like, it is fine, it is adequate. A bit too much, what is the word that the rich people use? Panic room. Too much of a panic room, not elegant enough, but it's fine. And then he's like, what about you, Howard? And like everybody's like, oh dude, he just acknowledged Locke. And Locke's like, I mean, if I'm gonna be frank, we already had a fine establishment where we met, where we meet and gather. I mean, it's my legacy, that's all. That's all. That's being tarnished and thrown to the wayside. But pay no mind that I've literally given my all so that all of you may be... You know what? I'm fine. It's fine. It's fine. By the way, Evan, you're kind of breathing in on the mic a little bit too much. Just a little bit. All right. And so everybody's just kind of like, whoa. He's like, that's it? Okay. And Archibald's like, he just smiles. This is like, all right, Reggie. Welcome to the Camarilla. It's not like we need any more Sabbat refugees here. Right. So, you're welcome. Promotion to sec member. You're in the day. Nicholas, he's your responsibility. Reggie, he may be in your employment, but he answers to Nicholas.
He's a Bruja and not a member of my coterie, so I agree.
Anybody else that needs to be formally recognized? Reggie?
We do have Olivia, who is a guest from Oregon. She is staying with Amelia, who has extended her hospitality while her sire is off in the desert finding himself. Have you been officially released?
Yes, you have. You've been released like years ago. So
I have her. Okay.
yeah, you have. You've
Okay,
been
yeah.
basically there's like a trial period that like vampires have to go through before they're officially kindred, like you're a real person. You've already gone through that.
Okay. So I curtsy and respond with yes, I have been released several years ago now.
All right. No, I'm talking about other guests that have been
About-
here.
We have a Beliana of the Havek,
Ah!
who is nice enough to donate some of the artwork.
She bows and curtsies. As well as like, I like it. You know why I like it? Because it's different. I've been staring at native sad faces for so long that I didn't even know what art was. Locke still kind of just biting his lip, just like... He's not pissed. He just seems sad.
Olivia's nodding to these statements about like, yes, this is great art.
Are there any other independents who showed up? Childress?
No, Childress did not show up.
Okay.
And then he's like, there's somebody I think needs to be re-acknowledged. And then you see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles drag in Hunyon. So Hunyon, Olivia, is a very ugly looking Chinese man. He literally has a bulbous on his back that looks like there's like insects coming out of it, like wasps and larvae. And he has like holes on the side of his like shoulder blades that are like things are kind of like moving inside. But do you see these 4 lizard type people? One of them is wearing a red sash over his eyes. One of them is wearing a blue sash over their eyes. One is wearing a purple sash over his eyes. And one is wearing an orange sash over his eyes.
The sashes are new, right?
Yeah, they're
So it's an
new.
acknowledgement that they're aware of our nickname.
Yeah. But they all, like, the thing that is, like, common between these group of Nosferatu, they all are Asian in some aspect. Like, they all are, like, one of them is wearing, like, traditional, like, gi. Like, the 4 Ninja Turtles are wearing some sort of like bright blue, tattered with like sewer stains and blood stains, but it very is like a traditional like training gi. Whereas the guy they're dragging in that has like the big bulbous on his back with all the living insects crawling inside of him, he's wearing like a monastery Buddhist robe. So, and they drag him in very violently. Ah, my good friend, Han Yoon. How nice for you to appear in my domain. And Han Yoon just looks at you, Reggie, like, he's like, it looks like he's like,
if you wanted him here, all you had to do was ask.
me and this man have history. So, a polite please would not have sufficed. And then he kind of leans over to Han while his like face is like pushed to the ground. He says something in Chinese, being like, "How dare you? After everything I've given you." And then Honyun's like, in Chinese. Obviously, the only one that can hear this is Reggie, because he understands Chinese, and the other Nosferatu, Ivan. And he's just like, "You took my children away from me, you bastard. You defiled our sacred land." And it's like, And he says this in English. That ain't me. It's the right bastard over there. Points at Locke, who stole your sacred land. And you see Locke just kind of go like he's like, just so fed up with just like being here.
And Archie's theatrics.
Yeah. So, Han, find a representative. Speak to Reggie, since you two are chummy chum now. Since you couldn't come to me. Snaps his fingers. They let him go, and then they all vanish. Right. I believe you have a sneaker amongst you. Anyone else?
Everyone else has been acknowledged, right?
Not Ivan.
Ivan was acknowledged last court.
Yeah, Ivan was acknowledged. He's like, all right. So, Olivia, you are recognized in my domain. The only thing I ask is that you remain in the feeding grounds of your territory. I believe Zoar, she will tell you who's and what's and where and why. But you stay away from the hospitals, the mine. Where the bloody hell is Betty? I made the bitch a primogen, and she bloody doesn't even show up. I had to drag my sorry seneschal from the mountains.
Wow, he's bad at making friends.
And you say, and then you see the refined Englishman at the entrance says, "My lord, you know why I had to hide my presence in your domain. We've discussed this, but I do admit that it was a bit brash." He's like, right. Anyways, get on with it. Everybody enjoy your evening. And this is where I narrate the rest of the scene, what happens. Because it would take too long. And there's enough kindred here to kind of play it out.
Do we not give gifts? Is that not a part of court?
No. Because he didn't ask for gifts. He just wanted to summon so that he can pretty much make sure that people who are acknowledged need to be acknowledged, and the fact that now he has to deal with the Primogen Council wanting to change things to a board rather than the feudal system. But that's going to be handled later because of it's a Primogen only thing. But what happens next is very familiar to Cooper and Deck and to Stewart.
I give this blood to my brothers.
There is a loud bang as a bus crashes in on the side of the entrance, full speed. Half the bus is in, and there's an explosion. Out of the explosion, raving, mad, crazed gangbangers come rolling out. As all of you, with your talents and abilities and your combat prowess, fight set displays of potent and protean and dominate. I mean,
A lot of oblivion.
a lot of oblivion. It is something out of a Quentin Tarantino fight scene.
This is the part where I press the red button.
Yes. And it basically kills everything outside of a 2-block radius, including basically the whole grid just shuts off. So the emergency crews go to residential areas and businesses before anybody else comes here. It is a tear. These things do not know what they are. They don't know what they do. And Deck and Cooper, this is Sabat Tactics 101. This is shovel heading at its finest. You mass embrace, you put them on a bus.
Initiation time.
Yeah, initiation. This is total Sabat initiation.
Can I tell what clan they are?
No. They
Okay.
all start tearing each other limb from limb, or trying to just kill for the sake of killing. Half crazed, feral-like features. Half of them probably even gone waysell. So you kill about a good 12 of them. Not even, when you kill them, they don't even ash. They don't even decompose. These guys are probably embraced maybe a day or even to the hour. And now we fast forward to go ahead.
As we're fighting, I'm gonna try and get next to Reggie and Deck, and I'm gonna say, be careful. One of them might be Divina or Envy.
And
I pull out the sword.
they're none of them are glowing. Or none of them
are?
None of them are.
Okay.
Okay. Envy might not be glowing though.
Yeah.
So
Olivia, this is probably the craziest thing you've ever seen in your whole life.
I'm pretty much just standing in a corner, like hiding with the cloak stuff, like framed. Invisibility, like just like sweating so much, hoping that no one sees me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not good at fighting.
But everybody
Someone
here,
needs to learn to obfuscate.
she does. She has obfuscate 1.
Oh.
Yeah. So she stands still, just hides in a corner and be like, "Don't look at me! Don't look at me! Don't look at me! Don't look at me!" Everybody here is proficient in killing things. Even Reggie, for some reason.
you see, should we each describe how we fight, or
Yeah.
okay? Cooper basically stands next to a shadow, and then you see the shadow like expands really suddenly, so it completely encompasses him. And unless you can see in like total darkness, you can't see him. And then shadowy tentacles kind of come out from all the different shadows in the room and start grabbing the people that came out of the bus. And it's not really like occasionally he'll grab and like constrict to hurt them, but it's usually like he'll grab someone and then hold them in place so that Deck can just like hit them really easily. It's mostly like supporting other people.
Yeah. The same way You see Donna Marie do the exact same thing, playing support, doing the exact same thing. They're like almost in like unison. Um, deck.
Kind of out of place considering that he's using a katana as a biker. Usually he is more brute forcey than agile, and he's kind of still learning on that one. But yeah, but if any of them do get grabbed, he always checks with, or he always holds the sword in front of them for a moment, and then slaughters.
With him is a guy, the Chicano. He transforms into like a wolf and just starts mauling those that he like wounds but doesn't finish off, and then Luna finishes him off. And then you see Locke. One of them goes after Locke, and he just stares at him, and then he just falls to the ground. Just falls. And then Reggie.
Yeah. Reggie picks one who doesn't look like they're completely insane and tells him to go sit in a corner. And that guy goes and sits in a corner and waits, because that's what Reggie told him to do. And then Reggie grapples them and rips their throats out with his teeth.
Yeah. Belliana just watches. And one of them goes after her. And then you see one of them just starts to rapidly age and decompose and then just blows up in the ash. Like he's like, "Ah!" And then just those.
It's like he looked at the Ark of the Covenant in Indiana Jones.
Exactly. like I said, it is almost comical how everybody here is like a veteran badass, and these things had no chance. But it does cause a lot of chaos. It causes a lot of commotion. But it looks like somebody was ready for this and prepared, even though they used the bus and filled it with gasoline and caused a big explosion. And then all the commotion stops. Stewart is holding, like, he has like a headset, and he gives like a thumbs up, being like, no cops are coming, no emergency response, we're in the green, we're clear. And so you have like maybe 2 or 3 victims that, Locke just stared at one, just did the exact same thing you did. just roll over. And you see Joy just like, God, like, she was like kind of huddling almost near around where you were at, Olivia, because she's not a fighter. And then you're all just kind of sitting. There's like, emergency lights have kicked in. The fire's been put out. This whole combat took in a span of like 10 minutes. And it's pretty much wrapped in.
When it's over, I go over to Joy, and I say, Joy, can you figure out what clan they are?
Yes. Just bring one of them to me.
A tentacle grabs one and then just brings it over, and I hand it to her.
I don't like doing this. I'm not Wyatt.
I know, but we need to know if it's Davina or Envy. Or someone else.
She bites into the thing, tastes it, and she's puzzled. It's
Samis?
Toreador.
Gotta admit, I didn't see that one coming.
And like,
Are these Luna's guys?
Yeah, and then now like you're turning over the bodies. Half their feral beasts have not been showing. They're all Chicano gangbangers. And then you see kind of Luna kind of like, because he was in the whole combat scene, like his mind was enthralled by the combat, and now he's like, and you just see him just go, Ah! And he's just like, Joker, little puppet, Albert. And he's just like going up to him and he's like, no! Who fucking did this? Who did this? Tell me! Joy, you better fucking tell me!
Joy, what gin are they?
They're 12th.
What gin is Betty?
Betty's like 10th.
It wasn't. They're Toreador.
They're
but they're
fucking Toreador? Let's go, Dick! We're doing this now!
Betty didn't embrace them.
I don't
That doesn't
fucking
line
care.
up with the gin.
I don't fucking care! We're going, Dick!
I go over to Reggie. Do you think it was one of Betty's adopted child or?
I don't think any of them are 11th.
Are any
I
of
think
them
it was
alive?
the flowers.
I'm going! Fuck this!
Yeah,
They
I put one in a corner. You can go ask.
Do any of them look infected?
No. They just look crazed out of their mind.
It wasn't the fungus. It was the flowers that Betty was selling as a drug.
But the flowers were also tainted. They were grown into Venus.
Why are we just standing around here for, you fucking pricks? I'm gonna call in every fucking boot. Betty's fucking dead. Let's go!
It's not Betty.
I don't fucking care. We're going now. Archibald's
Luna.
like, I mean, he's the sheriff.
Luna.
What?
Ask some of your boys who did this how it happened.
Romeo, you there, Romeo? And like you just see him just like, Luna, is that you? Yeah, Romeo, man, what's going on, man? What's going on, man? Tell me what's going on. Is everything's all right, man? And he's like, everything's not all right. They fucking, everything's not all right. I miss my mom. I miss my daughter. What happened to me? I thought you said you were gonna protect us. He's like, no, Romeo, it's all right, man. It's all right. Just you gotta keep it cool, man. Just keep it cool. Give me a fucking steak. Give me a goddamn steak. We're staking them.
I'll walk into the armory and get him a bunch of steaks.
Deck.
They look like the kind of things you tie trees to, but they're a little bit sharper than those would be.
Yeah. He's like, Deck, hold him down. You too, Cooper, hold him down.
Hey.
Grab
You
my
notice that
shirt.
when he tells Cooper to do it, Cooper doesn't actually move, but like shadow tentacles go and grab them.
He's like, it's all right, Romeo. Well, I'll figure this out, man. And he just stakes one of them, and he's just like, ah! And he's just like petrified. And then you see the other one that Locke did, and Locke is like, this belongs to Clan Ventru. And he's like, Reggie? What are you gonna do, Primo?
Well, we gotta find out what happened. So I'll roll that guy over. Is he in a more talkative mood, Para?
No, he's like out of, like, this is like someone entranced and shit out of him.
All right, well, stake him. We'll figure it out later. We should go look in on Betty anyway, because if we got hit, it's likely she did also.
Stakes him. And he's like, let's go. Let's
Hold on.
fucking go.
Hold on. Stuart,
Yeah.
you have the means to fix all this up?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody else, sheriff's calling him Boone, so if you owe him one,
So
we're going to Betty's place.
this is where, if you want to continue hanging out with us, Mia, you're more welcome. If you need to leave, you can leave. But this is part 2.
Okay, I probably should call it here.
Okay.
So.
Alrighty.
But this has been fun.
All right. So you see a man literally just crying blood as he is just so angry that, like, obviously these people that came in is, like, important to him.
That's 2 stains right there, just for letting his touchstone be damaged/destroyed.
Yeah. And Zahar, Amelia, she's like, we got to go. This is not normal, but I'm glad that you have witnessed the brutality of this area. It is it's not as safe as we will explain more. So, you see Archibald approach you two, and he's like, if you two would come with me, I believe that the streets may be a bit dangerous, and I offer hospitality to you two.
I gladly follow him.
Okay.
No.
And that's the last time we ever saw Olivia.
And Amelia doesn't remember anything, oddly enough.
All right. Well, thank you, Mia,
Thank you guys.
for showing up. We begin part 2 of The Man Who Sold the World.
Thanks, guys.
Right. Bye.
Right. So,
Cooper's gonna really quick check. Do they have like their phones on them or anything? Or
Yeah,
no? Does it
they-
look like someone looted them?
no, they look like they're like freshly embraced. Like,
Like
Uh,
they woke up at dusk.
yeah.
Well,
Which
the
means
whole
that somebody told whoever sent them that there was going to be court, which means that we need to go see the Toreador because they're the only people not here who would know.
Amelia is not, or not Amelia. Donna Marie is not going to go. Belliana is going to stay because this is her art and this is her touchstone too. So she's going to try to salvage her art.
Make sure nobody damages her art. Yeah.
Joy is not a fighter, so she is not going to go either. Locke begins to approach you, and he's like, "What shall you have me do, Primogen?"
Can you help watch this place? I extended hospitality to everybody, so their safety is our clan's
Duty.
until they return to
Well, it
their
looks
homes.
like the prince has taken the Malkavians under his wing. But as far as Jan Hoon and the other Nos, I will see to it.
And Beliana, I extended it to her as well, although I doubt she needs much in terms of protection.
Reggie, you're a fine kindred. But this is a disgrace. This is a war that I was not prepared for. This is new and dangerous, and
The Sabbat are desperate. If it's Sabbat.
if it's Sabbat. And I apologize if this is anything unclean to me.
Don't worry, we'll fix it. That's what we're here for.
Luna's like, we're going? We're going?
Yep. Let's go.
So you see Luna just tear ass. Just pulls out of the parking lot, drives.
I'm gonna ride shotgun with Luna.
Okay.
I'm following closely behind on my bike.
Okay.
Can I get a ride?
Yeah.
I'm
So,
assuming I can't take the shadow portal.
no, it's too far. So you ride with Luna. Luna is
Yeah.
hauling ass. This is the fastest he has ever driven recklessly.
Yeah, I grab one of their phones before I leave, and I use their fingerprint to unlock it.
Mm-hmm.
And while we're moving, I'm trying to look through like location tracking and anything that the device did, basically in the time since they would have gotten embraced.
They got tons of missed calls, missed messages.
Can I kind of pinpoint the moment where they would have had to have gotten embraced for them when the missed messages start, or like a
Yes.
rough time? Okay.
Yeah, you get like a rough kind of timeline of what's happening. About the same time where you and the hunter start showing up, And when Luna called in to have them basically help clean up the mess up at the mountain range, is when they started getting missing phone calls, when they started not checking in. A lot of their baby mamas trying to be like, "Oh, I hope you not be talking to Bolita."
Where did he have on location history? Like, can I see where he went?
Oh yeah, they're at Rio Bravo Country Club.
Wait, that's where they've been hanging out
Well, at least that's where their
in like
GPS
the last day.
in the last couple days. Yes, at the Rio Bravo Country
Okay.
Club,
I'll say,
which is where Betty is.
yeah, okay, this isn't looking great for Betty. So it looks like they stopped responding to normal communication right around the time they were called up to the mountains. Since then, they've been hanging out at the Rio Bravo Country Club until now.
So it does add up then.
Yeah.
Okay. Betty didn't embrace them, though. Listen to me. We need to expect that Betty did something stupid, and that she's not going to be in charge there.
I thought Tony was gonna talk to them. I thought Tony was gonna square it away. What the fuck, man?
See how Tony's not here? I'm telling you, odds are good. Evidence looks up that Betty got involved with somebody else, knowingly or unknowingly.
Childishness show up.
Yeah, but he's not a Toreador. He couldn't have embraced them.
Yeah, but Betty's been duped by the Set Eyes before. I'm gonna fucking kill them all, man. I'm gonna fucking kill them all.
Hey, we don't know what Tony did. For all we know, Tony's in torpor. So let's play it cool.
We're not
on the.
Yeah, you're on the earpiece right now. You're hearing.
Yeah, I put on an earpiece. Knock on the window.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna kill.
I call Luna's phone.
Yeah, he puts it on speaker on his dash.
So I'm got to thinking something doesn't add up about the attack. That's a Sabbat tactic.
Whoever did it has to be familiar with Sabbat tactics too.
No subtlety, no nothing. Bus full of people. That's Sabbat.
More importantly, bus full of people who had no chance at inflicting any real damage.
So this is
I think it was a frame.
Either that or it was a distraction.
Then they would be attacking the court then. But we got locked there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who else would they be going after that's not here other than the Toreador?
Arthur? No, he showed up. I don't know, man. Those are my family. Archie was there.
Oh, you do know that.
But Archie's afraid of something. He had Joy ward everything up.
But it doesn't explain why they'd be Toreador.
None of the Sabbat we do were Toreador, right?
Mm-mm.
Did we have any Toreador Sabbat?
Call Rio Bravo. I don't want any.
I'll call Betty.
No, law enforcement. I need all that shadow blackout. Obviously, I can't call my people.
I call Stuart. I ask him if he can do the same trick he did if he could do the same trick he did at the museum at the country club.
No way.
I got this one. I'll call the BPD guy.
Yep. He's like,
Hey,
hello.
hey, I found a nest of leeches at the Rio Bravo Country Club.
Really?
It'd be real useful if, the cops didn't show up if anybody called. They can be real dangerous.
That's county. But I know some upstanding cops that live out there. So expect $1,000, 10 grand.
All right.
I'll text you the wire number.
All right, I can do that.
Ever since that op went sideways, me and the government haven't been talking that very often, especially since I lost the asset. They're pissed. But they're not too pissed, unfortunately. Something's not right. Usually when you lose an asset, they bring everything down. But they're not responding. Do you know why?
I try to avoid working directly with the government.
Okay.
If I had to take my guess, there's somebody else important in town telling them to back off. Somebody with pull.
Okay. All right. I'll do my best, but like I said, that's county. I don't know how loud you're going to be, but don't be too loud.
We'll keep it as quiet as we can.
And then hang up, and Luna's like, really? You're talking to the fucking Inquisition? You're going to get burned, Reggie. We're all going to get burned. But fuck it, I don't care right now. So
I'm not talking to the Inquisition, I'm talking to BPD. They happen to work with the Inquisition.
he goes through the back area where there's no security guard, and he just rams through the gate.
You're supposed to keep it quiet, Luna.
And he just hauls ass through the neighborhood.
Man, I wish I had conceal right now. Like, nobody can see your car. We're good.
So you
I'm gonna activate my sweet werewolf power that hides my identity.
I don't know what happened to the gate. Nothing went through it.
It was just there 1 second and then it was open.
So you pull up to the private neighborhood that is inside Rio Bravo. That time he does wait. He does it like that's a more reinforced gate that he can't just run through. So he actually does have to wait. And he just gets out of the car and goes wolf form and starts running in.
Okay. Is there a guard at this one?
No.
Once it's open, I blaze through it. Like
Okay.
once there's enough of the gate open.
Yeah.
Because
So
I'm in a motorcycle, I can do that.
I climb into the front seat of Luna's car and I'll drive.
So you start driving, and there's a good solid, like there's like 10,000 square feet of like houses. Like there's like big open yards. Like houses are very divided here. It's not like all enclosed where Chris used to live, where they're like little neighbors. These are just like more free range, private,
Like an estate.
yeah, like an estate.
Does it look like there's been any sort of like mini apocalypse here?
So, as you go over the hill, there are tons of vehicles that are parked alongside the road. Varies from nice-looking cars to really bad-looking cars. A lot of the cars a lot of the cars you recognize as Luna's boys. They're tricked-out lowriders. Some cars you don't recognize at all, except maybe there's some of the cars that were the Cottonwood, Crip cars. And then you see there's a guy standing out in the middle of the street with binoculars looking. He looks like a very, middle-aged man, silver hair, wearing like a robe, and he kind of flags you two down.
Okay. Pull over, Cooper.
I pull over.
He's like,
Do you know him?
I say, you two aren't going into Mr. Patterson's estate, are you?
We were considering it. Why?
She has been a refined member of this here country club. But all these parked cars, these vandals have been coming in and out. And I know she's a member of the House Committee, but she can't be bringing these lot here. This is we pay into the home association. You're not, are you associates of hers? I'm going to be filing a complaint to get her evicted from our estates.
You do that. People really ought to follow the rules of homeowners associations. It's upsetting when they just let a neighborhood go to trash.
Yeah, this is just so barbaric. She used to be so cordial.
Let us see if we can talk some sense into her. Maybe we can help clear all this up faster than the police might be able to.
Thank you. Just somebody has to do something. The sheriffs are coming out. They say there's nothing wrong.
Are any of the sheriffs here right now?
No.
He said they're not coming out.
They're not coming out.
Okay.
Makes sense. They don't want to get involved, you know. They consider it a domestic issue. Don't worry. We'll try to talk some sense into her.
All right, Deck, you are hauling ass, and you pull up right to the driveway, and you just see, like, Luna isn't there because he's sniffing at all the cars. Like, he's like, just like trying to, like, find something. Are you gonna wait for Reggie and Cooper to show up, or are you gonna go inside?
I'm gonna wait it out.
Okay. Okay, so you've been to Betty's house before.
Actually, I put up Eyes of the Beast.
Okay. So you put up Eyes of the Beast.
Take a look around.
All of the windows have newspapers and black paint over all the windows. The garage door has been reinforced with some sort of lock mechanism. Something industrial. Something you could easily buy at like a warehouse, but this is a little bit uncommon for a residential.
Nothing a sword can't cut through.
Lots of parked cars of variety, tons of variety. And then you see King walk up. And King is like kind of pouting.
King.
His mountain lion.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of like really sad. And it has like blood.
Where's Tony?
It has like blood all over its face.
Where's Tony?
He kind of like lowers his head and isn't responding.
Oh, shit.
Reggie and Cooper finally pull up. It's like there's like about 16 vehicles here.
More vehicles that like they're part of Luna's gang.
Yeah.
They probably all piled in.
Yeah, I get out. Also, what kind of bus was it, by the way?
It was a school bus. It was a Bakersfield City School District school bus.
Boy, do I feel bad for that bus driver. I put up shadow perspective.
Mm-hmm. There is something mystically blocking the shadows inside the house.
Real? Okay. So I can only see. So I can't get the perspective to cast inside the house.
Yes, and it's very weird because it's not because of bright light. There's literally a barrier that you see that is blocking.
So like to me, it's like a physical thing.
Yeah, it's like a physical thing.
I unsheathe the sword.
It's kind of tinted glowing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but do you guys see that glowing barrier around the house?
No.
So
they're blocking oblivion somehow.
Quaint.
how thick does that lock look?
It's pretty industrial. I mean, you guys could walk up to the front door. Reggie, like I said, all the windows are blocked out by newspaper and black paint. which is something that Betty would not do because this is like a really upscale estate. Everything looks like every possible light source has been covered that you can see from the front end. You know, there's that big stone pathway that goes up to the estate. She has like a rose garden that hasn't really been well kept. And you see King just looks a mountain lion looking sad, but it has blood over his face.
I'll scratch King behind the ears.
I'm going to make a feat of strength.
Okay.
I'm gonna break the lock, or just pretty much like pull it off.
Okay, so go ahead. Are you gonna activate your prowess first?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's Raz check.
So
And that's 100.
You gain a hunger. By the way, that whole combat you guys don't gain a hunger.
All right. So
And is it assumed we started the night with no hunger?
Yeah, you started
like-
yeah.
One.
One. You
Well,
start with
one
one.
hunger.
Yeah.
So strength.
I actually looked it up. If you have a higher blood potency, you can only get to like 2 without
2.
killing people. It gets bad.
Yeah, I think that's at one more. You can literally, eventually at
Hey.
5 or 6, you get Methuselah's.
But there's
Thirst,
yeah,
too.
yeah.
You can only drink from
So-
other vampires.
So that's an exceptional success. Do you break it with your hands or do you cut it with the katana?
Oh, my hands.
Yeah, so you just go like snap.
Was it like the Jessica Jones thing where it's just like...
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
kunk.
Okay, by the
Toss
way,
lock.
before we
I'm
get into
open
like
garage door.
a fight where we actually roll dice, did I have time to find someone with a fortitude residence so I could buy the fortitude disciplines that I wanted to?
No.
How long has it been since the last session?
Like 3
Like
days.
a night.
Yeah, it's like been 3 days.
It's not that. I'm gonna rouse to activate obfuscate.
Okay, so you gain a
What that's
hunger.
for. Yeah, because I know it's obfuscate too, so I can actually re-roll that.
Yeah.
Oh. I need to roll.
You
Damn
gain a hunger. But what level are you using?
Damn, we're piss poor rolls this weekend, man.
That was what? Sorry, that roll was to activate because I never did it when I activated Shadow Perspective.
Okay, so that's a what? Level 2?
3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can't reroll 3 yet.
I also can't reroll 2 yet. You need 3 to do that. But I do cast the perspective to the roof just to make sure there's not like anyone hiding on the edge of like the estate or anything.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I'll say the estate, everything on the outside is clear.
Yeah. As soon as you open up the garage, Derek, there's all of you make a hunger check because the whiff of blood just hits you.
Wait,
all.
is that a rouse?
I mean
check,
a frenzy
or-
check.
Yeah, frenzy check. Just the whiff of just like gores of blood, just the essence of it just kind of rolls in.
Hey, we all
Wow.
got 4.
I got an exceptional success.
So yeah, but it's like the
We
most.
got a lot of success.
So you see all the cars have been moved out of the garage. Reggie, you're right. You see all the flowers. There's like that high grade industrial, like
Yeah.
hydroponics with the plant. And
Roll for Luna.
God, that
oh yeah,
fucking dumbass.
thank you, Derek, for reminding me.
You better succeed, because I don't want to kick a dog today.
You don't want to kick a dog while he's down.
You don't need many successes if you're at hunger 1.
Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
he's fine.
Also at
Yeah, I got
hunger
it.
1.
So he gets out of wolf form, and he's like, "The fuck, man."
I then close the garage door so we
Wait.
can kind of keep it out of view.
Was she watering the plants with blood?
Yes, it's like hydroponics with blood.
Or do we want to go inside and then close
Vampire blood or human blood?
It smells human blood.
it? Ooh.
I think we should go inside.
Yeah, let's go inside
um,
and then close the door.
So you guys go into the garage, all four of you, and there is you see there's like another shelter, looks like a panic room that goes down below.
Oh, bitch, you ain't hiding.
When I go inside, what happens to my shadow perspective when I cross the threshold?
It's still, you're in the barrier. You still can't look in.
Okay. So I can cast it out
Yes.
of the room. Okay. Interesting.
So do you guys go down into this panic shelter room?
Fuck yeah.
Let's say I'm not gonna say anything, so I got unseen presence. So
Okay.
I say wait 1 sec. I just want to take a look at her little operation here.
It's running. You see, there's like bags, IV bags full of blood that are kind of hanging. There's like a big, sort of jug that's like moving the blood, curating the blood so it doesn't coagulate. And it's mixed in with like some sort of hydroponic system that's feeding the flowers.
I look at one of the blood bags. Is it like does it have all the writing on it that would be on like a legal blood bag?
Yes, it has like
Okay.
all from Edwards. So they're all military like supplies.
Gotta write that one down.
which also explains why the sheriffs aren't out here and why the government's not so concerned.
Para, I also want to try my Oblivion 1, where I just do the eyes let me see in the dark.
Mhm.
Does that work in here?
Yes, that works in here.
Okay, so the arms might work.
Mhm.
Okay, we're gonna need to burn this before we leave, but yeah, let's go down to the panic room.
So you go down into the panic room, and you see. It looks like everything's been kind of cleared out. It doesn't look like there's any sort of like. It was built as a panic room, but there's no like amenities. There's no food. There's no water. It looks like just like a lot of space. And at the end of the corner, you see a body.
Whose body?
Well, since you two can see in the dark,
Tony?
it's Tony's.
Well, okay, well, it's a body, so he's not dead.
Is he staked?
So he's face down, so you can't see if he's staked or not.
I flip him over.
So you see he is staked, and then there's a wooden stake, but they're duct tied to it. There is a recorder that says "Play Me."
Okay, if that thing starts playing music, like a weird song, break it immediately.
I cock my arm back. Hit play.
Hello. And you two already know who it is.
Ooh.
Is it Envy?
It's Envy.
Wow, perfect timing, by the way.
Hello.
I gotta say.
Hello.
Hello, gentlemen. Thank you for doing everything that needed to be done. I am a gal of very few words, but thank you for everything you have done. I also would like to thank Belliana. Her debt is paid to me. Thank her for allowing me to keep my charade going. This one here did put up a fight. But, oh boy, the plans I have for you traitors. You see, I've always kept the faith. All the Second Inquisition did was show your true colors. Your loyalties. How Belliana just wanted the sweet release of death. She means nothing to you, Reggie. If you're hearing this, Reggie. And Cooper, if you're hearing this, Donna Marie will soon feel my wrath. And Deck, if you're hearing this, it's only a matter of time before Pride will show himself to me Soratora cannot back down from a challenge. And any other coward that joined your Camarilla, your ivory tower. It's a farce. But I got what I wanted. So I will thank Stuart for giving me what I needed. But until then, enjoy what semblance of safety you believe in. Praise Cain. Hail the Sabbat.
Son of a bitch.
All right, well, she's turned
I
into
pulled the stake.
Jigsaw now.
So you pulled the stake.
Wake the fuck up.
And Tony, you wake up.
And I immediately
Subway
just get up and
100
try
bonus
to like
10.
back away from anything that's around me. Like if I see them, I'm just gonna push away and back up. Where the fuck am I?
How long have you been staked?
I ask the questions. Where the fuck am I?
Betty's house. You're in her
Betty's.
panic room.
That's a funny joke. Where the fuck am I?
Betty's house. You're in her panic room.
It doesn't smell like
I-
her fucking house.
I turn on the lights. Part. Is there a light switch
No,
in here?
there's no light switch.
Oh my god. I turn on my phone and I turn on a flashlight and I kind of pan it around the room. Do you recognize it?
I've never seen this room before, and even if I did, why would I believe you?
What?
How long is this gonna go on, dude? Why should I trust you?
Oh, did Envy impersonate us?
Envy. Is that what you're calling yourself now? Oh, more of this shit. Let's. What is this? You gonna kill me now? Come on, let's go.
And Luna's like, Tony, what the fuck, man? My boys are turned into fucking Toreador. Where the fuck is Betty?
I'd like to know that too. What the fuck are you talking about?
Remember Envy, the shape-shifting Sabat assassin.
Huh. That piece of work. She'd visit occasionally.
Visit? What the fuck are you talking about?
What is happening?
He just walks up to you and just like he's getting ready to like try to pick you up, and then you feel
Oh, me?
Yeah. He's like,
Oh, by the way, how much hunger am I at?
you're at 3,
Okay.
and like Luna's like walking up to you.
I'm gonna back
I'm gonna
off.
I'm gonna go upstairs, Para, and grab a couple of those bags
Okay.
and bring them back down.
Okay.
I'm also gonna go upstairs and make a phone call.
Okay.
I'm gonna call Donna Maria.
Hello.
Where are you right now?
I'm with Locke.
Okay.
Because the prince did not extend his hospitality to me.
Be careful. The attack was a distraction. Envy caused it.
Got it.
Okay.
Be
I just-
safe.
You too.
So Luna's like walking up to you and like is gonna pick you up, very threateningly.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking dodge it.
Okay, so Dex
fucking
Brawl
touch me.
versus your Dex Athletics versus his Strength Brawl.
Okay.
He's like, I'm not playing around, SA. What the fuck is going on?
I'll just be like, this is ridiculous. You usually kill me by now.
Kill you? Ooh, what the fuck? He grabs you
That's
very,
infected.
Uh-oh.
very violently.
Ooh, that's a bestial failure. Holy shit. No, it's a messy success.
Messy critical.
Yeah.
Messy,
So
yeah.
he like, you see him just grab you and like push you up against the wall, and he's just like, bares his fangs. He's like, I'm not messing around, Tony.
Do it! And I just scream at him.
And he's like, what the
I'll
fuck?
just be reborn again. And the cycle continues. Where the fuck is this? You know this happens every time I keep my memories.
What do you mean your memories? Derek, you feel like a light hue coming from the katana, and it's glowing really, really rapidly.
I step over towards Tony and
It's,
put it up to him.
It's glowing pretty hardcore.
What the fuck? What's with the light show, huh?
Great.
When I climb back down, get back downstairs. When did that happen? Fuck. For all we know, he's been tortured for a millennia in his head by Drepidon.
Reggie, can you do anything?
You don't even see Reggie, unless he breaks obfuscate.
Well, I'm gonna give him the bags of blood, so
Yeah,
that'll
so
break obfuscate.
You see,
Tony.
he's like, Luna. Oh, Luna's like, Tony. I don't normally do this, man. But my family's fucked. Somebody
Why
did.
do I care?
Luna, check the rest
Oh.
of the house, but they're probably dead.
Nah, man. Nah, he knows. He knows what's up. They're
Luna.
Torador.
Luna, they tortured the shit out of him. He doesn't know anything right now. Go check upstairs.
you mean
see if
you?
any of the other Toreador are here. Tony, I don't torture. Have you ever seen me torture? Thanks.
Yes. Plenty
No.
of times.
Have you ever seen me torture anybody but you in your own head?
My own head.
Do I have to torture people? Or do I just look them in the eyes and tell them things?
How the fuck would I know? I don't
Think.
even remember the last thing that happened. Everything is just a fucking blur.
Because the demon has been screwing with your head. But I'm a Vinshrew, right? Do the Vinshrew have to torture people to get what they want?
You keep saying, Reggie. Just call you by what you are, Trepidon.
It's not
Yeah,
who I am.
Okay.
Not who I've ever been. I'm Reggie.
Give me
Then
a
why
give
should
me
I believe you?
give me a charisma persuasion, Reggie.
Okay.
And
Versus-
then versus your resolve insight. Or composure insight, sorry. By the way, everybody who's here on the live stream, thank you so much for the raid and the host and all the support. Those watching on YouTube, we just got a massive host from Onyx Path, the co-contributors to Vampire the Masquerade 5th.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. That's a 1-1.
No, it's
Yeah,
two.
it doesn't mean anything though.
No, it's 1-2 because he got 2 and he got.
No, he rolled 2 1 dies.
Yeah, but the ones only matter on hunger dice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, Tony, for the first time, so for the audience, there is an sort of a flash as the spiraling madness that is in Tony's mind. You see a Morgan Freeman say, "Oh dear boy, you don't understand, do you? You don't know where you are." And then you're starting to it doesn't have the same smell. The smell is off. Something that's like the one thing
I don't hear the song the same,
yeah,
I guess.
you don't hear
right?
the song the same.
I'm gonna cut open one of the bags and put it right under his nose.
Oh, God.
You drink that shit down just
Yeah.
like. And I mean, you have diablerized Betty. You have diablerized.
Oh, shit.
You have drained Reggie, Cooper, Deck. You've eviscerated Danny. You have
In my head, I'm guessing,
You have
yeah.
eaten all of the. You've done all these horrible, imaginable things. But the taste, the beast, for the first time feels satisfied. It is like, yes.
Like a, oh, what the fuck was that? How much hunger do I lose, by the way?
You lose a hunger.
Okay. Oh, I'm guessing I'm still pinned up.
No, you're. Yeah, he's like. Well, he lets
Yeah.
go now that you're like beating.
Is the glow going down?
Not as much.
Fuck.
He's tainted.
So is
Why-
Indy...
Why am I even here, man? Why was I just thrown in here? For what? She could have just killed me, man. Oh, this is... I don't even know if this is still real or not.
Ludus is like, what sort of fucking disaster we run into, man?
I'll just fall on my hands and knees.
Well,
You just see like tears of
shit,
blood
man.
coming from his eyes.
well, Luna, have you ever watched Black Mirror?
This is great.
No.
Okay. Basically, he was just tortured in his head for what seemed to him like probably years, decades, centuries. And I'm sure a lot of the torture was thinking he got out of it, like situations like this. So he doesn't think he should trust it.
Who's
And I
gonna
go
watch him?
point,
We
like,
gotta
"You're
go.
Damn right.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Drepidon does a song thingy, right?
Yes. Oh, do I know its melody?
So you know what Drepidon's song sounds like?
I swear to God, if you start playing fucking Tony Bennett.
You don't play Tony Bennett to drown out demons. I'm gonna go on my phone.
Mhm.
Just like, what are you doing?
I'm gonna play.
Where am I? This isn't Betty's.
So-
This doesn't.
So what does Drepidon's song sound like? Those of you who heard it before.
It's like
Is
a
it like-
choral sound, right? Like a choir.
Yeah, like a
kinda?
choir that's like very. It's like if you take nature and use nature as a sonnet.
Okay, I
Oh.
tell Reggie what that sounds
Oh.
like.
Oh, I got this. Hold on. I'm gonna play Square Hammer by Ghost.
Okay. All right.
Do this.
Is this
On
really
my
supposed to
phone.
help fix the demon torture?
Different song. Right? So if
A
he hears
song.
a song in his head and we play a different song, something tells me demons are the kind of arrogant pricks who wouldn't do that. Right? They gotta define themselves by their thing, and Drepidon has a thing. So this is
Maybe.
a song about you know,
This is like the first new melody. I mean, there was that
'Cause
one
it-
time that you took the bodies of them and you made instruments out of them.
Mm. I don't know what to think anymore, man.
but it's also a song about a guy beating a demon to death with a hammer. So, you know.
Double dipping.
That doesn't. What?
Okay,
Oh,
somebody
I-
has to watch the lunatic. I'm going upstairs.
hey, fuck you.
I got him.
Okay, I'll go.
Touch
with
me.
You good, Reggie?
you. Wait, really quick before we go.
Yeah, I'm good.
I want to try one thing. I activate my werewolf thing with the tattoo, and I
No.
kind of roll up the sleeve.
Uh-huh.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Damn it!
What are you doing, man? Get the fuck away from me.
I was hoping since God, he said this could banish Drepidon. I thought it might do something to the corruption. I roll my sleeve back down. All right, let's go.
Why don't we
So-
just stick? Again?
Oh,
No, he needs to realize that he's in the real world.
I am not getting staked again.
shouldn't
I am
put
not going
tur-
back.
Make him unconscious again.
Actually, make a frenzy check.
Yeah, because I'm like, well, no.
Oh, the garage, right?
How much? Fuck. How much willpower is it? 5, right?
Yep.
It's composure and resolve, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, and then plus my humanity. God damn it! It's my humanity. Wait, willpower, and then okay.
Yep.
Yeah, if you just hit the frenzy
Alright.
roll button.
Yeah. It was the wrong number.
So yeah, you feel threatened, but the beast does not take over.
Okay.
Oh, you stay the fuck away from me.
Yeah, just leave Reggie here with him. Let's go. We'll get him when we leave.
What's that fucking smell? It's just like fucking blood.
Yeah.
Blood.
I'm gonna activate Auspex so I can see now.
You see that thing that I told you about. You see the trail.
Trail?
Yeah. You know that you can sense other people now?
Oh. Where is this leading me to? I'm gonna follow it. I'm just gonna start like.
So he starts getting up and walking upstairs.
I'll follow him.
Yeah, I will too.
Okay.
You open up you go up short stairs to go into the house, and it's House of 1,000 Corpses. There it is. It's like vicissitude looking sculptures and people pinned on the wall. Looks like they're all the gangbanger crips. Some of them are still alive screaming. Some of them look like they've just been completely just turned into something. And you smell this aroma that is like the most potent thing that you've ever felt when it comes to blood. And it's coming from the kitchen.
Do we all feel that?
Yes, all of you.
Oh, that can't be good.
And then
I'm guessing I'm seeing all this is just par for the course. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah. Anyways, I was following this.
yeah, and you're following to the kitchen.
Yeah.
And then you go and you all
I'll boot open the door. Just
Yeah. And you all see Gabriella, stark naked, covered in blood, cooking people.
That's new.
Just
Oh my god. What are you
and,
cooking?
and there's like all this manner of people served. Very robust. Very like all of you are just like you could eat this and gain and you lose hunger die. It is like all your beasts are like riled because of how thick the aroma is in this room. And
I'm just seeing this and starting to believe like
she just looks crazed, and she's looking on an iPad that is like she's just looking at recipes that she just has like blood drooling down her mouth, and she's like, "Hi, ¿qué pasó?"
Quick.
sure this is real life. Oh, this does not.
I'm gonna start taking pictures.
Why? No.
What are you doing?
Why? You don't think this should go to the rest of court?
No, this shit needs to be burned to the ground.
Smash
Luna's
phone
like-
then.
Luna's like,
What? Oh my god, we must spend so much money on fucking cell phones.
hey, Nicholas took all those gift bags that have cell phones in them.
Yeah.
Wait, Dak, can point the katana at her.
It's resonating a little bit. It's hewing.
It's pretty much everywhere.
Damn it.
She's like, "Are you guys hungry?"
I'd grab the fucking bowl and be like, "The fuck is this? Huh?"
Gabriella,
Yeah,
what are you doing?
I'm
Where's
free.
my gun?
No. Free of what?
Fuck, they Valdried. She broke the blood bond between her and Betty.
I'm free now. I'm free to explore my art, my passion. She said it would
Can
be.
I kill her?
She said this would be my magnus opus that I bring to Canite culture.
Where did I leave that thing?
That
I'm
I
just,
will.
like pocket
that
checking for my
I will
gun.
bring a feast that will suffice in the footsteps of Cain,
Start
and I will
motioning to
free
Reggie.
myself From the chains of the ancients to the antediluvians.
Yep, they Voldred.
Well, that sounds like a lot of kill me.
I turn around to Deck and Reggie so that my back is to her, so she can't see my hands, and I kind of make the most of her for like
Pull out the stakes.
steak. For all the shadows behind her, I'm gonna pop Arms of Ahriman.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to make a roll, or unless if it works. Does the power work? Or
Yeah, it works.
Okay. First we make a rouse check, and motherfucker, I get a stain.
Yay,
Um,
stains!
But I don't get a hunger, and then I roll my wits discipline. I get 3 successes,
Okay.
so I get 3 arms.
And so
And when she's not looking, the arms are gonna jump out of the shadows and grab her and pin her to the wall.
and she's like, ah! She just starts like
Frenzying.
frenzying.
Yep. Deck.
Already on it. I'm putting that in her heart.
I mean, it's 0, nothing, just
That was fantastic.
and then
Good
you
show.
you hear like as the scream, you hear like riling, like things are moving, shuffling
From where?
from like the living room.
I just peek out.
You hear like you feel the door. Somebody like kicks the door, and you hear like something being rolled in, like clink 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 clink
I use the
Into
arm
this
to pull
room
her
or into the
like,
living room?
from the living room
into this room or into the living room.
into this room, into the kitchen.
I use the arm to pull her body, and then I try and bite on the other side of like a counter.
What was it?
It's a
that
grenade.
rolled in?
A grenade. 2 grenades.
Can I make a reactionary?
Sure.
I'm
Do
gonna
you have
kick it back
celerity
outside.
1?
What? Oh yeah,
I'm gonna kick it-
whoever has celerity 1 can react. Sorry.
Yeah.
So do you have celerity
Um,
1?
So I am immediately going to activate Fortitude.
You're like, this is gonna hurt.
Well, a lot less.
Yeah.
Now that I've activated Fortitude. And then I'm going to try to kick it out the door.
Okay, so
I
give
can
me
do it.
athletics, dexterity.
I got to rouse first for the Fortitude. So let me do that. Okay, that succeeds.
So you don't have celerity, Derek, so you can't kick it back because you're like, whoa. But
Yeah.
Reggie's
No, I'm
fast
gonna-
enough to go like,
Then I'm going to rouse to increase my dexterity.
which you succeed.
Yay. So much dex, and it's dex athletics.
Yeah, dex
Oh,
athletics.
good.
That's
Good,
my
it's the dodging
critical.
skill. I'm good at that.
So you can only kick one, so you're gonna take the other one.
Okay, that's fine.
So you kick the other one back, and then immediately you all take 6.
Can I roll?
Roll what?
I just want to fucking jump out the window.
I mean, yeah,
I am-
you can react by dodging. So give me a dex athletics if you're just gonna dodge out the window or
Fuck
jump
this. I'll use the front door to come back in.
out. Yeah. Wow.
Oof.
That's a. Well, do you activate your Do you activate your-
Celerity?
yeah. Do you activate your celerity?
I can, right?
Yeah. You gotta make a rouse check
Oh.
though.
I'll rouse this shit.
Okay, so add your dice, your celerity dice to the dodge roll.
So that's 4 extra dice?
Yeah.
Or just 4 dice by
Ju-
themselves?
Yeah,
or-
just roll 4 dice by itself.
Yeah.
So you got 3, 4. So you got a total of 4. So you're
3
like,
successes. Yeah.
yeah, plus the 1 that you normally would.
Yeah. Okay.
So you, all the people's celerity, Dan not being like the most, fastest, but can react quick, kicks one of them, but the other one like rolls besides him, and he's like, oh great, this is gonna suck. And then,
Oh wait, I also have celerity 1.
okay, so what are you gonna
So-
do?
Well,
I see Dan kicks one of them.
Yeah.
Can I use one of the arms of Ahriman to basically grab the other one and just chuck it back out the door?
No, because you have her pinned down with all the arms. Unless you.
I mean, but like she just got staked. I think I only need like one arm to hold her now.
Oh yeah.
But this is as you were basically. This is all happening as you're. So, either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's happening as she was getting staked.
As she's getting staked.
'Cause she
Okay.
was-
So is she staked right now though?
Yeah, she is staked right now.
Can I
Okay.
at least cover Cooper?
I mean, you could,
I have Fortitude 4. What do I care?
Mhm.
Can
But you-
I?
but you have to activate it.
Can I smash the window with one of my arms and do something? No. Fuck.
No, it won't be fast enough.
Okay. So there's no. I can't see outside from in here, right?
No, you can't.
Fuck. Is there a counter in here that I
Yes.
could get behind?
Yeah, there's a counter.
Okay. Can I jump behind the counter and then use the arms to pull Gabriella behind the counter with me?
Yes, you could do
Okay.
that. So
I'm gonna do that.
Boom! It's a fire. It's a firebomb. So you all take 5 aggravated, or whoever. So everybody who has fortitude, convert your aggravated down.
Do I not?
Yeah,
get
I
any
thought
protection
one of them
behind
was
the counter?
reactionary.
Yeah, so you activate your fortitude in order to soak
Yeah.
damage. So go ahead and roll your rouse check, because that's what Dan did.
Ouch.
Hey, I don't get a hunger.
Okay, so convert your ag down.
And it's round down or
It's round down. It's round down.
Okay.
No, the
Okay,
convert.
so
you convert
two-
a number. It's just straight up equal to your fortitude for the
Yeah.
conversion.
Yeah,
But
so
it's one. But that's per scene.
let's proceed. So Dan, you reduce it by 3 ag. So you
4.
take
I have
4. Yeah, so
fortitude 20.
both of you have 4. So both of you take 1 ag and 4 subdual, but you have subdual, so you take a total of 2 subdual and 1 ag.
Mm.
I'm
Do I
go-
take the
Let me
bowl?
rouse my other one too.
So you take. I'm going to reduce it
Yes.
down to take. You take 3 ag.
Okay.
That way I will.
Oh, that's gonna take forever to heal.
Oh yeah. I forgot I have an extra health. Ha!
You should have 1 extra health per level of fortitude if you
Yep.
bought that power.
Yeah.
And then you hear the other room where you hear like obviously hear Danny just like scream out in like agony.
Mm.
Well, that sucks.
You fucking assholes!
You rolled them into us.
It's immediate gouts of flame. It's not like napalm or anything, so you don't have to make a fear frenzy check for fire. It's just the initial heat and flame that goes out, and this scorches and destroys everything. So all the blood is basically scorched. You're pretty toasty, Cooper. You're like, oh fuck! All your shadow tentacles are gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tony, you are like, yeah, I escaped. You just saw like a
Yeah.
like a ball fire. Reggie,
Grenades are designed to destroy anything in a room. So
yeah, Reggie, Deck, your clothes are pretty much just like tattered. And then
I'm gonna go up to the front.
and we go into combat.
What happened to Luna?
Luna doesn't have celerity, but he takes the 1 ag and 4. Hold on, let me go back rouse check for him because he has fortitude. He doesn't have celerity, so he's like, what the?
Hey, who's that?
So he takes 1 ag and 2 subdual. All the people with fortitude basically just take a fucking fireball to the face.
I'll make my way around the front of the house.
Yeah. And she's like, come get me, you fucking Camarilla fucking assholes.
Okay.
I never
go,
thought
okay.
I'd hear that.
Can I want to search the fucking, what's it called?
Hmm.
There's a lot of cars in front, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and I'm guessing they're just gonna be like a bunch of cholo shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go fucking search all the cars
Okay.
and find at least a pistol or some shit. Anything to fucking
Yeah,
sawed off.
one of them's got a Glock.
Ooh.
So reactionary, she's just gonna go full auto and just spray into the room.
Okay.
She's gonna make a rouse check to use unerring aim.
Well then, since we can't dodge, I'm just gonna try to tackle her before she gets it off.
Okay. So
Well, I think unerring aim is just she just rolls the damage,
yeah,
right?
she just rolls damage. Okay. So, but
It's
it's spread. She's just doing a spread.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm splitting up the dice to hit hit the 3 people that she sees. So she sees Luna, Reggie, and Deck.
also all combat rolls are contested. What an erring aim does is you can't dodge,
Yes.
and you lose any powers that give you additional dodgy dice.
So she makes a rouse
I
check.
can still try to brawl her before she gets her shot off because that's how combat works.
Okay.
I mean, I'm rolling against her successes though, which is the issue.
Yes.
Because, yeah.
Which is going to be this.
Granted, he said she's splitting her dice pool, so I don't know how much she's.
Oh yeah,
sending.
wait. Yeah, sorry, I gotta reroll that. So she's using this much.
Ouch. That's a shite roll there.
So she got
Critical.
critical success rolling 4 dice.
That's the.
So that hits you, Reggie, for
I will willpower because I can. Get to my brawl. The willpower.
okay. So
I get 5 total.
okay, so she got
Successes.
4.
Yeah, so I'll beat her by 1.
Okay, so I just gotta roll the last 2. So what happens is that you don't get hit by the bullets as you tackle her, but she gets the spray off and could effective both. Well, she's gonna hit Luna and Deck with this. So that is Luna
Did less
take.
than again.
It doesn't matter. I just count the dice. That's it. So that is 2 plus 4, so that's 6. Oh no, that's 5. So you take 5 subdual, Derek.
Okay.
And
Run it
then
down.
and then Luna takes 4 subdual.
What? Oh yeah, because that's the gun.
Because the gun is 4.
Yeah, I saw the 1 success. I thought it was none for a second. There's the 6.
So basically she just has like a military grade assault rifle and she just goes like and just shoots, and like Reggie just kind of goes like and just like fucking tackles her, but then you and Luna are just basically just hit with the barrage, and he's just like, oh fuck. He's like,
What is this shit?
yeah, it's like, what the fuck? So Reggie, you got her pinned.
Well, she has a bunch of ag on her, right?
Yeah, she has 3 ag.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep her like pinned until somebody gets over here with a stake.
Okay, Tony, you find a Glock.
Mhm.
You hear like a roar that's coming from the backyard.
Huh. What the fuck is that?
And it's not like a bestial roar, it's more like a gargling.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Do we all hear that?
No, only him because he's outside.
Okay.
Oh, what the fuck? I don't even know what to do. I'll fucking.
Go save King. Go save King.
Well, no,
Where's King?
King is like out in front. He's like, he looks at you and he's like, "Oh my god, it's my master!"
Oh,
Does he
hey,
put his
buddy.
paws up too?
Yeah.
Is he like, "Ooh."
No, he's just like, "Arr."
Purr- Purring.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
By the way, audience, King is a mountain lion that he is bonded. You see animalism?
The greatest. Holy shit, I'm gonna give him a nuggie. Fuck. Yes. This is fucking sick. I miss you.
He responds to kindness. All right. So you have bullet holes and you're kind of singed. Deck. Luna's the same way. Luna's like, what the fuck is going on?
At this
They got-
point, I just say kill anybody that's not us.
They got sabotted.
I stand up. At this point, there's already been gunshots,
Yeah.
so we're not really in like. So I pull out my pistol and I'm gonna shoot the window that we're standing next to, so that I can have a way to see outside.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna shoot it away though, where my bullets are towards the ground,
There's-
so I don't accidentally like hit someone in a house like across the street.
If you're in the kitchen, just grab like a plate and just chuck it at the window and it'll probably break.
Well,
Better
I mean,
like a knife.
well, like Tony jumped out of the window, so there's a window.
Oh, that's
no,
right.
there is a hole in a window.
Yeah,
now.
there's a hole in the window.
Okay,
now.
I just wanted a way to see outside. I'll
And
keep
but-
my shadow perspective out there so I can use it.
Okay, your shadow perspective.
Yeah.
You make a frenzy check.
Okay.
Oh. By the way, I'm making my way through the front door because I'm like,
Yeah.
hey,
4 successes on a frenzy check.
You see something that is a monstrosity. You see a lone alpaca. And then the alpaca, its head starts to split and it becomes like this larger hydra alpaca thing
Is that how close is that? Where is that?
in the
outside?
backyard.
Hey guys, we got a vicissitude monstrosity in the backyard.
yeah, I was just about to say I heard a big growl.
And that's where
Good.
all the missing alpaca went.
Oh, I
Remember-
forgot that was a plot line.
Oh yeah.
I was the only one who was like, hey.
They all went into Betty's backyard.
They all got
They
fused
fused
together.
into one alpaca.
Giant Volzoid
That's-
alpaca.
Oy.
Um,
I'm looking for a steak, by the way, in the living room because I see Reggie pinning her down.
Yeah, I mean, you could easily break one of like Betty's. Oh, by the way, now that you're in the living room, one of the grand murals on top of the ceiling, you see Betty, who has been vicissitude to the ceiling.
Oh. Good riddance. Anyways,
is she dead?
No,
No.
I don't know how to undo that without vicissitude.
I'm not even sure that you can.
she's been displayed like she's sparse naked. She's been stripped. Her whole visage has been like sprawled out, and her body has been designed to like have all these rows grow out of it. And you see some of the plants that were growing in the basement are growing out of her extended visage appendage.
It's pretty gross.
so anyways, I'm
So
just gonna
then-
continue just
So
like
you
meh.
see this
Yeah.
you see this lone alpaca transform into a giant vicissitude creature.
Tony, do you know if she has any more of those fire grenades?
Fire grenades.
Yes. It's probably the best thing we got to kill a vicissitude monster.
I mean, it's gonna. Fuck, man. How long has it been?
He doesn't know shit. He is so lost in a daze. Like he's not even like talking to you. Like he doesn't even look like he's like acknowledging any of your presence. Like he's seen something with Auspex.
Okay, where she grabbed, where we tackled Danny, was there anything else next to her?
Just
Like a box of stuff?
nope.
Fuck.
And you just hear it start shambling over to the house.
Yeah, okay, we got... anyone got an idea?
Oh man.
Kill it.
Luna's like, this is your fucking expertise. You're the Sabat expert.
I'm not a Samis!
Is her assault rifle on the floor?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I'll go over and pick it up and drop the Glock.
You
Man.
you hear a very faint like someone trying to like scream help. Help. Help.
Where's
And
it coming?
It's Betty on the ceiling. Reggie. Help.
Friend of yours?
Oh, God.
Nope.
I'm just used to all this. I'm just like, been
Betty,
there,
we
done
can
that.
help you. Where's the armory?
The room. My room.
I run up to Betty's room.
What are you doing, Reggie?
Did they stake Danny?
Yeah, Tony grabs like a piece of furniture and just like
Like
plunges,
a wooden
yeah,
chair.
like a wooden chair, just plunges to Danny.
I just fucking
Hey, can I see, is Betty's like heart on display while she's on the roof? Or is she
yeah.
just like stapled to it, or is she like splayed open?
She's like
she's just
splayed open.
pancaked out.
Yeah, she's just pancaked out.
Okay, I'll stake her.
Betty?
Yeah.
On the roof. She's sprawled on the roof or on the ceiling.
On the ceiling.
How high is the ceiling?
It's like a
It's like 3-story.
Oh.
It's a vaulted ceiling.
It's an
Oh,
it's an
okay.
estate,
Oh,
so it's probably like
Fuck.
this.
I'm gonna need a fucking ladder.
I can unerring aim,
Wait,
but
did
I'm
you
not.
do you have that that Potence 1 power that lets you jump really high?
That's vertical, not, or that's horizontal, not vertical.
It's vertical and horizontal.
Oh wait, you know it is vertical too. It's not.
Yeah.
Well, I could either do that or I could deal with the alpaca.
Yeah, I think we should deal with the alpaca.
I'm checking. What's her name?
And
Danny
I'll be
for
honest,
extra
saying that we have to deal with the alpaca is not something I thought I would have to say in this RPG.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's deal with the alpaca.
I'm checking Danny for clips.
Yeah,
Alright.
she has a magazine. She has like 2 magazines.
I'll drop the other one and put one in and start making my way to the kitchen. See if I can see her from the window.
Yeah, it's a shambling horde. It moves at 1 pace per turn.
How far is it?
It's
Like wise, like
about like 50 feet away.
So it's super slow, you say?
It's super slow.
All right.
I'm just gonna start taking shots at it.
Back, back, back,
No,
back.
don't. Just. I'm gonna go out to the cars with a knife and start puncturing their gas tanks.
Okay.
Uh
It's like, this isn't one shambling. I know how to deal with shambling hordes.
oh.
I've done
Turn it
this
on to the
before.
ground.
Sadly, this ain't my first rodeo.
This is my first rodeo. Where's the Tremere to wire the C4 when I need him?
I got a lighter. It's all good.
Yeah, Tony's just taking pot shots. No amount of damage is going to affect this thing.
And I'm just like, shit. Let's throw the gun, piece of shit. Go
I
back into the living room.
stab it with that sword.
So you're gonna run out and start trying to attack it.
I was ready to jump onto its back and just start going at it, but you know.
Like fucking Shadow of the Colossus.
I
Yeah.
got the thing. You guys get Betty down.
Yeah. Luna's like, dude, that thing's gonna fucking clobber you. If it doesn't
Yeah.
just try to absorb
I'll
you.
I'll go deal with Betty.
I mean,
Jesus.
I'm guessing there's like a chandelier there that I can probably grab onto.
Yeah,
Can I Diablerize her?
you could.
I'm probably the only one who could reach up there, unless you turn into a gargoyle and rip her off the ceiling, which would probably kill her.
I potently jump up there.
Okay, give me a strength athletics.
Okay.
Reggie, you're just like cutting lines. Luna's like, What about my people, man? And he's helping you.
Three.
He's been part of this before. He's like, what about my people? They're still inside, man. Reggie.
Do you know vicissitude?
No.
I don't know how to undo what's been done to him.
They can't go out like this, man.
Oh, what do you want to do?
I don't know.
All right. Get Betty down. Get her in a car. And get her to Archibald so we can find out what the fuck happened. I'll take care of your guys.
Oh, fuck, man. You got this?
I got this.
You promised me you could give me answers, all right?
We are gonna get hella answers.
Am I watching Deck trying to jump up there?
Yeah, what is the roll?
I got 3.
Yep, you do it. You potently jump up, you cling onto the ceiling.
And I go like, I could just eat her. It's not. It wouldn't be the first time I tried.
Yeah, get down. I'm. Let's see. She's vicissitude. She can heal it later, sort of. Actually, we don't even have rules on that anymore because of how sleep works. So I'm going to assume that she can sleep it off. I'm going to just carve out a big circle.
Yeah.
I just put my hands on waist, looking at him like, ha ha ha! Holy shit!
And
That's new.
I'm going to roll her up like a poster.
Well, you can't roll her up as a poster. There's
Are
still,
you gonna
like,
stake her
Well, I
first?
mean, whatever I
There's-
cut
yeah,
free.
I mean, there's like mass and muscle and sinew and bone.
There's still bone in here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
So you cut her and she just falls to the ground.
yeah. This is gonna be a pain in the ass to get
And
out.
then it's like
How the hell are we gonna move this?
in agony, in like the worst type of agony, it snaps back.
I go, Betty. I
Oh,
wanna
she snaps
die.
back to like human form.
She snaps back to human form, which is
What?
so. For those of you who were in the spot, there was a weird thing that happened with vicissitude, where vicissitude couldn't hold on.
What do you mean?
It did. It couldn't.
Like it
hold,
couldn't save assistant.
It couldn't stay vicissituded.
Yeah, that's why I assumed the whole sleeping it off thing. Because whenever they slept, it would heal back, and then
Yeah.
when they wake up, they would redo it.
So it
So I
looks
assumed
like,
that she could sleep it off.
So it looks like, even as powerful as Envy was, she has also been affected by this.
So she's tainted too.
No.
no.
That was the general thing to happen to Samis.
Yeah, it looks like her vicissitude doesn't hold. But whatever the alpaca thing is being held together by, it is not normal.
Watch, we're gonna kill it, and it's gonna turn back, and it's gonna explode like a pinata of alpacas, just like all over the yard.
Just like gushy noise.
Smaller alpacas just fly all over the place.
she snaps back. It is like the most painful revert of flesh and sinew that comes back together, as she is just sprawled there, just like trying to cling onto like her sanity, because she's been sprawled out like this for weeks, over like a month and a half. Reggie.
I'll look over her and be like, "You're good." Anyways, so what are we gonna do with the thing out back?
You fucking monster. Get away from me.
I assume we lure it out and blow it up.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to find the armory.
Yeah, you see the top stairs. All of it's pretty much been cleared out. Whatever Envy took, she took. She took a lot of good stuff.
Anything left or no?
No. She took all of Betty's military gear that she's been stockpiling from Edwards. Basically, Envy got everything she needed. She got the cash.
She cleared it out.
She got the cash with the crazy abomination. She got all of Betty's like contacts within Edwards Air Force Base. She got her money. She got pretty much job well done.
Okay, fuck. She cleared out Betty's armory.
Oh,
She
fantastic.
left the flowers.
Okay, thank you. When we walked in, did I see any like propane tanks or anything in the garage
Nope.
or in the kitchen? Damn
Nope.
it.
All right. Once I've cut 6 or 7 lines, so I'm getting a nice big gas pool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a rock at the alpaca.
I'm guessing.
Manipulation animal kin.
Oh. Well, I don't have animal kin, but I got a lot of manipulation.
You're like, hey, over here, you ugly, woolly
Thing.
thing.
Hey, sheep. Bah! Bah!
Yeah, it starts shumbling away towards you because it's a snack that's outside, rather than all the things kind of like shooting at it, and you know, it has zero intelligence. It is a shambling horde of flesh. Like, it's an abomination to mankind.
I guess I'm
Once-
hearing that.
Once I lure it to the gas pool, I'll set it on fire and then, run.
Okay, so I'm assuming all of you just book it as well.
Well, no,
Yeah.
we got to get everything out of that house too. So
Burn it all down. Fuck it.
some
Yeah.
of those people are alive, and if vicissitude doesn't last, we can cut them down and like ghoul them or something. I don't know.
Well-
And then we need to we need to take everything into the room with the flowers we can, find some acid to melt it all down, then light the house on fire.
So you could do 3 out of the 2 things, or 2 out of the 3 things.
I'll just sit on the couch and be like, ah.
Well, no,
So,
I'm telling you guys.
No, I know.
As a collective, you can only do 2 out of the 3 things Reggie proposes.
And I go, there's
What
no
was it? What
cows
was one of them
coming,
killing the
so-
alpaca?
No, that's the goal, is to let this explode and kill the alpaca, which I'm gonna let do because we've already been streaming for quite a long time. I'm not gonna go into combat.
Okay,
So-
so
I don't feel
we can
good
either
about it,
cut
but I
down
don't-
everybody.
We don't have time to save everybody, and also these people's minds are gone. They've probably been tortured in ways that no human can like deal with.
I agree.
All right, then can we mercy kill them before we melt it all down and burn the
Yes.
house?
Yes, we should do that. Just bullet to the brain.
Yep.
As quick and
I'll do
easy
it.
as possible.
I'll do it. I'm just gonna start walking along with the Glock just through the head.
All of you gain a stain.
Yeah. Oh, this is fantastic.
Tony, there are some that are like kind of coherent, but like you're so far gone out of it that you just go like whatever.
Just par for the course.
Yeah, par for the course.
Oh, more.
And then-
It's really real life.
While we do that, snap any of the gas lines that we can find.
Yeah. So pretty
Just
much,
potence, just like kick.
and then
Turn on the stove.
the thing goes over, starts trying to devour things, almost like in Resident Evil 2, how like the final, G virus thing is just kind of just takes and just, it doesn't really have like a mind, or it just wants to consume things, so it just starts eating away the side of the house with its acidic, bubbling acid. That's its like stomach line. Gnarled teeth like the size of fucking baseball bats, just tearing into the side of the building, eating at the cars, trying to drink up all the gasoline because it doesn't know what it really like. It's just moving into like that direction. You guys burn down, or you guys mercy kill everybody. And what do you do with the flowers?
Well, we're gonna burn down the whole house.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we'll burn down the flowers too.
yeah, so you guys get into a good distance. Dan, the pool of gasoline goes all the way towards, the runoff.
house.
Yeah, to the house and
Yeah.
the runoff. And who does the
Oh.
honors?
Um,
I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna
shoot.
take one of the flowers before we leave.
No,
We.
bad Cooper.
I'm not sneaking while I do it. I like pull it out. I'm not trying to hide it.
Just
don't you-
burn them all.
Don't
no,
you think we should try and learn about it?
No. I think we should just destroy it. Every time somebody takes one to study, a whole crop of them pops
Okay,
back up.
Fine, I throw it back into the garage.
Mhm.
I grab Gabriella and Maria.
Oh, Gabrielle and Danny.
Gone.
Danny, yeah.
So, can Betty walk or what?
No, she is like in agony.
I'll take Betty out.
She's like, my home. What are you doing in my home?
We're
Burning it to the ground.
Getting rid of the evidence.
No. And she's just like crying.
All right.
And then who
Well-
does the honors of lighting?
I say Luna does it.
Well, Luna's gone.
Oh,
Yeah. I got this. I told him I'd do it. Get a lighter, throw it into the gas.
Ignites. Wave of heat goes off. The thing is just consumed in flame and fire. Large, just like small eruptions because, you know, the gas didn't really have time to fill the whole house, but you could hear it screaming. And just
The house
No, the thing.
or the llama? Okay.
The
alpaca.
alpaca
the alpaca.
just screaming in riled pain of its sorry, sad existence. You hear the screams of other things. Maybe things that were probably
Mhm.
buried underneath corner parts of the house. Just countless
Furniture.
victims. Furniture.
Human furniture.
Yeah, countless victims. As you're all just kind of just staring off of just like the thing that you just. This is just the Sabbat. This is what they do. This is what they are. And this is a reminder to all those who think the Sabbat are still
Are gone.
are gone. As you see, the camera pans over, you see a woman driving like a Cutlass with the top down. She has sunglasses
Mhm.
on, and she has like a U-Haul, and she's like, and she's just driving,
Mhm.
and it says like Mojave as she's like driving out, leaving Kern County, heading to San Bernardino.
Oh. You sure this isn't just another one of these dreams? I'm just like, fuck, man.
You see like part of the community start to
Yep. Throw Betty, Danny. Throw Betty in a back seat. Throw Danny and Gabriella in a trunk of a car that isn't that I didn't cut the gas lines to, and then we'll drive out. Out we go.
Did any of the cars just have the thing where it's like they left it on the top, like they left the keys above the visor or anything like that?
no.
I'm
Alright.
guessing all the
Did Luna leave his car?
No.
he went to his car probably.
Okay. How do we leave? We don't have a car. Does anyone know how to hotwire?
Well, we have Luna's car because Cooper kept driving it. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Oh yeah, we have the car keys. Okay, throw them in
Yeah,
Luna's trunk, I guess. Or the two staked people, and then we all get in, and then I
yeah,
drive
yeah,
out.
yeah. And then I'm guessing
I just got my motorcycle.
Yeah.
I can hotwire a car, right?
Do you have
What
varsity?
is that?
Just
Wait,
get
you can.
in the back
Tony,
seat
come
with
on,
Betty.
come with us.
I'm just like. Let me just try to hotwire this car real quick. You
You're-
understand?
There's like immediate danger. You can't hotwire a car in that fast of a time. Actually, you can if you do dexterity. If you use celerity.
Oh yeah.
I'll use celerity.
Okay. Okay, so you gain a hunger.
Back at 3. And then what is it?
So it'd be Dex larceny plus your celerity.
Dex. Wait. Cancel.
I said consummate fees. Consummate.
Yep. You're like, pull off.
I'm just gonna.
King
I don't even know where I'm driving.
Yeah, King just hops in.
Is the bunker still around?
Yeah,
My bunker out in the middle of fucking nowhere?
Yeah, you still have your bunker.
I'm just gonna go straight to that and just be like, fuck this.
So
Just gonna be
Tony
alone for a while.
and King just drive off.
As he's about to drive off, I'm like, Tony, wait.
I'm like, for what? Huh? Bullet to the head?
Whenever you feel like getting in touch, I toss him like a burner phone. Use it, don't use it, just have the option. And then I leave.
Yeah.
Fire erupts, screaming, terror. You drive off. All of you feel less. You know, in order to combat the monster, you have to become the monster yourself.
Can I take the recorder when we leave?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got a tracker in it. No,
But he's
we're
gonna check
revealing-
for that.
No.
But Cooper's gonna have one of those moments, like tonight or the next night, where he's like poring over notes while like playing the recording over and over and over again, and like trying to figure stuff out.
Is there a side B? Oh shit.
Oh, is it a cassette?
Yeah, it's a cassette.
Yeah.
Is it just? I would love it if it was just some song she recorded over, like just some random like Guns N' Roses.
Just my fucking screams.
I'll check for a side. First, I'll check for a tracker. Then I'll check for a side B.
There is a side B.
I'm also gonna be ready in case it's the stupid song to break it.
And that's where I'm gonna end the show.
Oh shit.
It literally fades to black, or just cuts to black when he presses. Like, Reggie, you're driving. I don't know how you're dealing with this, you know, gaining the stains, but like he's just looking at the recorder, and then he fumbles, he opens it, and there's a side B. So I don't know how, if you're upset or if you're just kind of taking it all in, and he just puts it in, closes the cassette, and then he just like plays, and then. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to starting XP presenting the Masquerade Camarilla side. Tonight's episode was The Man Who Sold the World. Thank you, Tony, for playing into my ruse.
So was it? So was?
We'll talk more about this later on patreon.com/Out of Order Show.
Oh, the post show.
With the post show wrap up, where we'll talk about what's going on. So go check out that content there. It'll be posted later on tonight. Thank you to all the hosts. Thank you, Onyx Path, for hosting. If go give them a follow. They have the only La Sombra icon. Geek and Sundry have the main clans, but they have the La Sombra clan, so you might want to subscribe, Cooper, if you want that La Sombra, that La Sombra clan symbol. Otherwise than that, thank you everybody for hanging out. Thank you to all our guests. Thank you, John. Thank you, Amelia. Go check out her channel. She does D&D streams and Final Fantasy 14 streams. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. All of Season 1 is out. Go check out Season 1. And all the post shows will be live as well pretty soon. But thank you, Dan. Thank you, Derek. Thank you, Evan. Give a hand for Vic, for playing, well, he's not even here. Come on. He was pretending to be Envy the whole time. He was Envy the whole time.
Okay. For how long? When did the kidnap happen?
It's episode 1
of the season 2 or season 1?
Season 2.
Okay.
Technically, he got kidnapped during his epilogue. But we'll discuss more
Okay.
about that later. So for now, be good to everyone. And peace. Forever.